Okay. We want to be about here. Switch to this one. Switch to this one. Am I at 0? I am. Flying behavior. Pitch. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Ah. Euland is live at 9 a.m. Hi, Wrath. Hi, Ronmu. Hi, Smile. Hi, Technorave. Hi, Elder. Hi, Octomage. One day I'll beat my bot. One day. It came out real fast today. Greetings, Zealand. Hi. Chat, do this. Morningland. Every day I yearn for the word bro to be removed from the English language. Really? I kind of like it. I say it a lot myself. It's, I don't know what's wrong with it. Is it that people are annoying when they use it, or? I see Fire Huck. I'm tired of people using it every 0.6 seconds. Why, bro? You know, I thought about doing that, Smile. I almost did it, but I was like, no, let's not be a shit. Hi, Global. Hi, Dehi. Chat, do this. There's two. Angie Chow, Who Green. It's error. Hello, hello. Hi, Farisu. In my past experience, the most annoying people IRL spam the word as well. I know I say bro a lot. It's kind of... I think I use dude the most. So, like, when I'm talking to people, I do a lot of dude. But, I know if somebody's being stupid, I will say bro. Like, if somebody fucks up and does something really dumb, I'll go, bro. Arisu Wave, it me, Latelin. No, it's literally on time. Latelin. Bruh. Oh no, Arisu. Chumino, no. 5 consecutive. I think I saw 85 consecutive as well. Damn. Can't believe you were so late today. I sat here waiting for ages. I smile. I was literally not late. I'm gonna crack one day. I'm gonna crack and I'm gonna start fucking with all of you and being like 1 minute late sometimes, 45-minute late sometimes. I'm gonna Pavlov condition all of you to like have PTSD from mentioning if I'm late or not. Especially from when I'm on time. Euland, I think I'm shelving WoW until 11.1. Well, yeah, didn't you do everything? Also, did you get to do the fishing derby? Reese, we literally talked about this yesterday. It was a whole thing. You're just bringing it up now to, like, hurt me. What the fuck? Me when I thought Euland started at 8 a.m. I very consistently start at 9 a.m. now. At first, I didn't even have a scheduled time. I am unaware. Arisu! What? Frisu, literally, at like 8:40 yesterday. Frisu does a blushy face. What the fuck? Okay, well here's how it started. Did you ever play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 1 2? Euland. And I say nope. Dude, they put enemies in the game that if you never saw before, they can straight up delete your armor in one hit. No warnings, nothing, just destroys your armor. And then I did the slash me, hugs Frisu and pours Moreau's armor polish over the two of us. And then Frisu is like, what the fuck? And then now thinking about WoW, she goes, Euland, the fishing derby. And I type in, fuck. And she types in, Omegalol. I am EP half the time. Frisu, we had a whole conversation. It was amidst cringe WoW ERP in Oni's chat. But we had a conversation about it and everything. 10 consecutive streams. You can't train me like Pavlov's dog again. I already get punked. Every time someone says Euland's late, they add 1 minute to the next start time. Oh god. I think we should steal Euland's kneecaps. But why would you steal the kneecaps? What? Can you imagine someone actually, like, doing that, Octomage? Somebody, like, they said late 7 times, so I'm not gonna go live until 9:07. Like, 9 rolls around, and they're just like, they have to be punished 7 minutes. And doing that every day? I remember the whole last combo. What happened, Frisu? I'm EP half the time, mage. More sporadic than Lopen. Why are you fucking at the fishing derby? I didn't go to the fishing derby. I missed it. The fishing derby happens from like 12 to 6 or something. Like it's got a time frame on Saturdays. And that's like when I end stream, nap, and then do Gauntlet. So yesterday, I napped, showered, and then got on for Gauntlet. Come here, you two. Where's my... There it is. They're kissing under the left hand. Look, I have nothing to do now at all. Yeah, you got your fish thing, right? Called erotic roleplay. It works in any game with text chat. I don't actually ERPs in MMOs. I don't know if I believe that. One thing I'm gonna steal is UU itself. That would just be mean. More late. Me either, since I started VR chat. Eventually, you would lose his stream day account. Pegging derby? Just play web fishing. Easy fix. Web fishing isn't going to give me a fish that I can then use in raids. Oh, that's true. When Euland is actually late because of the delayed start, people would say Euland is late, which would delay the next stream. And it just keeps going. I've been grinding insane amounts of shit in Warframe. Hell yeah. Yes, it can. It literally cannot. Where am I? Oh, I just realized how quiet the music is. I had it down at 20%. I have fish in one hand and honey glaze wand in the other. No one is more accurate in WoW than me. More lore accurate? Frisu, that sounds awful. A honey glaze wand sounds so dumb. Actually, there's a time where if Fury starts late, some people start saying, on Timeland! Oh, God. The fish sounds fun. The honey one sounds... I don't know, that's lame. You catch more bees with honey than with whatever the saying is. I also have a honey glazed one. Bonk. Hi, Kimmy. Vinegar. If you want to catch bees, you do sugar water. Bees love that shit. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. Boy milk glazed UU. I sent you a pic of the honey wand with my fish whip on the other hand. You're going to understand why it's so cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy for you, Furisu. It has jiggle physics? I'm sorry, Furisu. Did you just send me a picture to show jiggle physics? Guys, she sent me a picture to show me jiggle physics. I'm really happy for you, Furisu. No, I just wanted to tell you after also the fish has jiggle physics. Just use 2 fish! Whoa, you're sending pics of your honey glazed wand? That's very forward of you. No, 2 fish doesn't make sense. There's only 1 derby trophy fish. Just use 2 fish! Clearly there's not just 1. They hand 1 out every week. No, that's lore breaking. Hitting things with a wooden stick with honey on it is lore breaking. That would be weak and snap. And it looks dumb. Gammy stretch. It does not look dumb. I'm gonna be honest for you, so I don't like it. What matters is that you like it. Because it's your transmog. I look at the honey glaze one, I'm like, this is stupid. Mine has never snapped, but it's honey. Yeah, and you have to hit people with it. I'm going to stop this now. You know, Smile, I actually have a story about that. My guild leader in Wrath of the Lich King. He was having sex with his girlfriend. Blam, blam, blam. And it came out just enough. You know, like when you pull too far back, the dick comes out and you have to, like, you know, readjust it. He didn't readjust it. But it didn't flop enough to the side or up. It flopped just enough to the side that it then caught. And so he thrust forward. And it just like the tension made it bend into like it bent in half. And he actually like seriously damaged it. He should not have shared this with us, but he did. He was like, I was having sex with the girl and hi, Baldir. And it just, you know, we called him Boomer Kawanger. We called him Boomerang for years. Me after hearing this. You know what, Eric? It's a warning to you, okay? Be careful out there. This guy's like, oh, I hear a little bit of bad stuff and I leave. I'm doing him a favor and warning him. I farmed for over a week in the honey mines to get that weapon? Just a week? Okay. That sounds goofy as hell, and now it just sounds painful. Aelin is a person with a peen. Please shut the hell up. Listen, guys, I'm just saying. Don't let it pop out, and, you know, keep going. You know, I've seen it happen. You've annoyed the green chow. Yes, I definitely understand this experience. I have many sex. I think it's very unlikely for this to happen. He must have hit, like, the fucking perfect pixel. And you move, air. This implies I will have sex. Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how much snow everybody is getting. Based on the thing we saw in Discord yesterday, I'm getting all of it. We're already at like 2 inches and it's still snowing. It's probably going to be like 6 inches when I finish stream. Hey, we also have Perfect Pixel in this lobby. Where that cutie at? He's probably not even awake yet. Pixel might be perfect, but why are you hitting him? And how do you feel about people randomly unfriending you out of nowhere? Nothing. It's, some people are just like that. Some people just, you know, they need to apply data management to their friends list, and they need to trim it now and then. Hi, Pixel. No, I'm sitting in a hotel room chair. They need to just clean out, and they need to, like... I think it's weird. But there's people like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in a month. Taking them off my friends list. It could be something else, right? It could be just like, you know, I'm not really vibing with this person. I want to do it. And, like, they don't really want to go through the, you know, hey, I'm unfriending you. It's just a, you know, I'm done with you. Enjoy the time you had. Maybe, you know, you'll see them around. I wouldn't, like, drag it up in front of people. But I wouldn't go to them privately, be like, why did you unfriend me? But, like, I wouldn't, if I saw them in a public setting, I wouldn't bring it up there. I don't know. If they were really close to me, I'd probably talk to them. But if it was just some person that was like, we're friends, but not like, whoa, I'm genuinely surprised by this, I'd probably just let it happen. Damn smile, we got the same brain, Peggy's. Yielding 6 inches deep in snow, but not me. Makes you think I'm gonna go out in the snow. Hell no. Who are you watching? Friendship comes and goes. Wish them well and move on. Basically, I see. See what you did there? Yeah, but as soon as you unfriend them, you see them at the next party and they ask you about it in front of everyone. Yeah, I'm saying don't be that person, right? It's weird. I mean, if somebody asks you in front of people, then if somebody asks me something like that in front of people, I hit them with the, oh, I thought you were weird, I didn't want to be friends with you. If you're gonna bring that in front of everybody, I'll bring it in front of everybody, right? And so, if I was like, this person's weird, I don't really like them, and they were like, why did you unfriend me? I'd be like, oh, you were weird, I never really felt close to you, and I was kind of sitting there like, why is this person on my friends list? And that's like really cutting, right? That's like, oh, what the fuck, dude? And it's like, you want to ask in front of everybody? You're gonna get that in front of everybody. That's how it works. If you ask me privately, which I still think is a little weird, I'd be like, yeah, this is why. I'd probably sugarcoat it more. I'd probably be a lot nicer about it. But if you want an audience, you're fucking getting an audience. And I'm gonna put on a fucking show for them. 5 inches of snow over here. I stay quiet and it goes to the spreadsheet. I love this Moogle. Thank you, Pixel. 40 consecutive. Hello, hello. The what now? The spreadsheet. I Devilgated. Dylan, why did you unfriend me on Skype? I don't remember the last time I used Skype. I think I used it a lot growing up. But it was completely replaced by Discord. Was it replaced by Discord or before that? I don't remember. Skype after 2015? God, I deleted my Skype. I didn't delete it, but I actually had a really, really good friend on Skype, and when that ended, I never got in contact with them again. So I haven't, like, deleted Skype just in case, like, oh, I have a message from them, or I try to reach out to them, because that's my only connection to them. That being said, I think I found them on Reddit. She used to like posting clips of her playing supports in MOBAs. And I saw a clip on the Heroes of the Storm subreddit of a very aggressive support. And they had a name just like the name they had on Skype. So I'm like, that's the fucking person. Microsoft auto-deleted any Skype messages and stuff you had prior to 2016 by that. Well, fuck. Okay. By the time I had internet long enough to know what social media is, Skype was already dead. Tragic. Yolan, can you stop whizzing me on MSN? Thank you. Whizzing? Please tell me that's not the term for MSN. Skype and TeamSpeak. Even I feel old right now. You're not old, Air. I'm sorry. You're not even slightly old. You're not allowed to feel old right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you did use Skype and TeamSpeak, that's just how it is, Air. Knowing your age, you can't. You'll never get away with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only reason I know of TeamSpeak is because of Bits and Arma 3 fun times. Who is Icy's cute friendo? That's Error. That's Error VT. Is it Plankton yet? We've got 2 more. Hi, Happy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello. Hello there.
You're not allowed to feel old until you're Yulin's age. I can't wait to be a 40-year-old who still hasn't gone through twink death just like Yulin. That's not... okay. That is a fair thing to say, Smile, and that, you know, oh, I'm older, so you're not allowed to feel old. But, like, Air is 21, 23? Remind me how old you are? It's like... imagine yourself being in high school and seeing the middle schooler just be like, ah, man. I'm so tired. School's just so, like, ugh. These teachers riding my ass. I can't wait to graduate. And it's like, that's all fair things to say. But there's that, like, you're at this part, and I'm at the next part, and it feels like... it's a very unfair thing of me to say. It is. I recognize that, but... he's so much younger, damn it. Think death hits everyone before 30. Let it go. Hey, Happy. We're happy to see you. You too, I guess. Being older than Yulin in this chat is a death sentence, but I don't want to die. Good night, Picklin. Slap the short. Good night, Elder. I'm not gonna slap Happy. No, I will. I will. I high-five the tail. I think I have one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give them the it only gets worse, kid. Oh god, I didn't know Air was so young. You need a juice box, little guy. Don't be that. God, don't do that. That's... oh my goodness.
My god.
I think if I was Air, I'd be like, I fucking hate you. Alright, what time are we at? That's a rhetorical.
Oh my god.
23:50. In 10 seconds we'll start. And do 3 minutes. Yes, I'm dead. 8, 9, 3 minutes. 24 to 27. Twink death hit me. Even though I still get asked by strange men if I'm underage. F you, Plap Happy. No. You're making good time. Pat the happy, hug the happy, makes me happy. Hell yeah. Because they're a fish, not because I'm not on say-so. I can't believe Yulin already did the plank. Oh? Oh, 3 minutes of this. This is the worst part of the day. 30 seconds down.
Hey, look, the best part is that the surfboard again. Keep that in mind. And every time, because I got that twice. Still.
This little motherfucker in his chat can't have shit on Twitch. I don't know if it's that you can't have shit on Twitch, Air. I think it's that you're that young and you're like, yeah, I'm so old. Even Skyping Tave speak, you know, oh, it makes me feel old. It's like, bro. Bro. Based on that tale, Happy would not be a fish, but instead be a mammal. I'm not a marine biologist. How old is Air? He's early 20s. Bro used muted. Halfway. Hi, Fanny. Hey, Elin. When are you doing the scat stream? Fucking gross, never. Absolutely
God,
vile.
no!
The scat man. Luna water spot. I know I'll just mess with you. I know, but still gross. Scatman watcher. 2 minutes down. 1 more minute.
Hmm?
45 seconds. Scatman John lives there. We as a community will have to settle with water sports then. No, you will not be settling with water sports.
Oh my god.
30 seconds. Elder's a fellow Chi friend. 15 seconds. You're basically done with this. Good work. Look, no, we are dedicated ear sex community. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oops,
You
sorry.
did it.
I did it.
What did you were? Oh god! What was they do to her? Just pushed.
I'm trying to catch what Elder and Icy Fire, like how they recognize Luna water, and I'm like, what the heck?
Meant to say Luna Watcher.
I'm still like, heckin' how? Look, no, you're dedicated. You're just basically done with the stream. Good work. Yeah, that's just all of it. But yeah, hey, Fanny hug. Okay. Whew. Trackers. That's what I need to change. And I'm at a much different angle now. But you guys wait there. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Okay. Where am I in my room? Here? Did I really put my camera there? That feels a little off. But anyway. I bring up this window. We're starting with a Guild Wars video. Does Elin know we can see him? I actually didn't.
Yeah, you were behind the tree right there, and they could still see you from the corner side of the tree.
That's funny. I was like, good, I'm behind here. Let's start walking. It's only 5:28 p.m. Time to start alcohol 2 to bully. It is Sunday. I hope you don't have anything tomorrow. We can see you behind that tree. Again, shush, just enjoy it. Yo, it's Whiterun? I think this was Dredgehaunt Cliffs? This is your doing? Wow, Air's the toxic person that blames others for his drinking. Air, you gotta take your life under your control. You can't just go telling everyone they have such power over you. So, yo, it's Winterhold. So yesterday, we walked. We took a nap. Well, actually, I don't think we slept at all yesterday. And then we did Gauntlet. And this was kind of funny. Right, well, I'm going to bed. I'm not stupid enough to stay up till 4:30 a.m. again for you fuckers. Good night, Smile. Wait, actually. Whoop. Good night, Smile. Hope you have a great rest of the week. I hope you sleep well. And you're all rested tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. Whoa.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I just got a little wobbly there. Don't worry about it. Hi, love. Rest well, Smile. Hi, you and my love, Freya, sweetie. Oh, hey, Granny. Good night, Granny. I hope you have nightmares. I'm Mommy X. Yesterday, it was the best international day. And from now on, all the other days are canceled because nothing could compare. That's not how that works. Hope both sides of your pillows are warm and moist. Oh my goodness. So yesterday, we played Gauntlet. Now, Gauntlet has been a nightmare scheduling-wise. It was Lofam, Isures, Cairo, and myself. When it started, it was Cairo, Isures, and Lofam who were all like, I love Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Let's start a playthrough of it. We need a fourth person. And I was the fourth. When we started, Isures was sleepy and it had to end early. The next week, Cairo had his meetup and would miss 2 weeks or something. After that, we got to play again. And then after that, Isures had a collab. And then the week after that, Isures had a collab. And then after that, we got to play. And then the next week, Lofam had a collab. And then we got to play. And then I had Thanksgiving. So at this point, literally everyone has canceled a day. And then the week after that, I think we played, but Isu was sleepy. And then at this point, it gets a little... well, technically it's been gradually building, but... Lofam is like, I'm tired of committing my Saturdays and us not playing. We need to play next Saturday or else. We're like, alright, Isu. Are you gonna be there next Saturday? And Isu goes, I have a collab that Saturday. And Lofam, being a little frustrated with us, left the group. So I don't think Lofam's gonna play Gauntlet with us again. Isures will probably not play with us again. But you know, he might. We've got like one more day to do. Yesterday was just Cairo and I. And I did this on accident. But Cairo messaged me. And he's like, looks like it's just us for Gauntlet, Lamau. And I was like, I never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf. What about side by side with a friend? I could do that. And like, hours later, he messages me, holy shit, you're the dwarf and I'm the elf. We are literally Legolas and Gimli. And I'm like, oh shit, we are. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. We're literally playing the dwarf and the elf. And I accidentally quoted, well, I'm glad you're back. I accidentally just, without even thinking, quoted the dwarf and the elf quote. It is, I don't want to say way harder, but with 4 people, we would run into a room and just clear it. It was just like we were a plague upon the enemies and just decimated them. And now it's like, oh, we actually kind of like have to whittle enemies down and get to their spawn points and think about it. It is quite a bit harder. We are at the Dream Realm. And, that's the last stage. We have, like, 4 levels to do the Dream Realm. We have, like, 2 rune stones to get. And then the final boss. So the next time we play, next Saturday, will be, I think, 3, maybe 4 stages? I think it's 4 stages and 2 bosses. Sleep sweet, good morning. Ara, hi honey. Nice reference. Imagine fighting side by side with a dwarf. Growing up, I thought dwarves are so lame. And, like, now I'm like, the dwarves are kind of cool. The dwarves are always like, I don't know, there's something just so cool about them. Right? Think the scattershot effect that has on the rest of the chat? The casualties. I cry, Dedge. Collateral damage is normal. Some of you may die, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I thought that might be the end of the video. I was like, what the heck? We've been walking for like 6 minutes. No more Ara, I guess. Collateral damage is normal. So Gauntlet probably has 1 more week. And we're not missing weeks anymore. We need to get this thing fucking done and over with. Holy. Yulin can't have dead chat. On a more positive note, bought a commission for a PNG tuber? Hell yeah. I mean, it's nice, more. Gauntlet sounds like a nightmare. I was talking about it in Oni's chat yesterday. Oneru Naughty. And he was like, that sounds like a game I want to keep in my memories. Which is such a, like, accurate statement. Because I remember having so much fun with this game in the past. I remember just blasting through it with friends. Beating the game in, like, 1 sitting. No save functionality. Because we didn't have memory packs. Or maybe we did, because I would have had it on the GameCube. We totally did. I remember beating it with friends back then, you know, beating it like 3 or 4 times. I love this game. But then, you know, looking back at it, the camera, you know, playing it again, I should say, not looking back. The camera is straight ass. There's not really much to the combat other than just throw your weapon at the enemy and overwhelm them. Playing co-op is a nightmare. Playing co-op is like, here's a bridge, bump into each other endlessly and get each other run into traps. The levels are awful. The levels are just full of these traps that try to chip away at your health. Because originally Gauntlet is an arcade game. The way it works is, you would have 500 health. You would go to the arcade, you know, play it, and every second your health goes down by 1. And so you just have to go. You have to be going fast. But they put a million traps on the ground that chip away at your health. And when you run out of health, you put quarters in to heal, right? On the console version, so like the GameCube and the version we played, your health isn't constantly ticking down. But it's still really easy to just lose all your health because you're running through a level. It is definitely a game that, like, if it came out today, I think it'd be very poorly received. I think it would not be considered good. 30 years ago, it was awesome. But today, it would not do well. I know I can draw, but I've tried to do it myself before. I get way too perfectionistic with it. The game is great. The scheduling is nice. The scheduling... I'd say the game was great. I'd say it's, as Oni put it, perfect for your memories. For scheduling, we should have known right away that it was going to be like this. Isu and Lofam in particular have very conflicting schedules. Both of them have a decent amount of availability, but the times where they line up is just like... It was literally 1 3-hour window. Love Gauntlet, played it on GameCube so much. It's an arcade optimized game, I feel like. It is, for sure. Bro, if we miss 2 weeks in a row, I'm out. If there's 2 weeks with reason... No, I'm just never out. I just don't leave that stuff. I'm okay with letting it fade into obscurity and not picking it back up. And if, like... So I'll give you an example. I was watching Code Geass with a group on, I think, Saturdays. And we were doing about 8 episodes, 9 episodes a day. And we did 5 sessions, and I think we'd missed 2, so it was like, oh, we can't do it this week. One person was no longer available, and we didn't continue. And we haven't watched in, like, months. If somebody was like, we should finish this, I'd be like, yeah, okay. And I, like, haven't left the group chat. Although I did free up that time. Once it was like, we haven't done this for a while, I was like, okay, well, I can schedule stuff here. But I'm typically very slow to leave that sort of thing. I need a drink. Hi.
You miss me?
No.
Oh,
Why? I saw you yesterday. You weren't going anywhere.
yeah. Yeah.
Do you miss
But I
people
missed you.
after like 5 hours?
No, after 2.
After 2. Pixel, that's really pathetic.
What the fuck?
That's literally
It's
like...
only you.
That's literally like a dog.
Maybe Core. Bat.
I was in a TTT group that we did every Thursday for like 6 months. And the person starting it had to go to war. I miss my TTT days. I actually played that yesterday, Farisu. What the hell? You want to be nicer to Pixel? No. It's...
And he's so mean to me.
I feel like I have to be mean to him to train him to better handle this. I feel like if he goes, oh, I miss you. It's only been a day. And I go, oh, I'm so sorry. Here, let me smother you. That encourages pathetic behavior. That encourages, like, being a little baby for attention. And I don't particularly want that, right? Now, it's all a joke, you know, I'm not, like, actually training Pixel, but... I don't know. I feel like some guys would take that seriously. I know Pixel wouldn't, but...
No, I never take anything seriously. Not after the divorce.
Can you stop, like, waving your knife around near my elbow?
Are you trying to hurt the Yulin again? Again, there's that normal over there.
Ah,
Oh my god.
that's it.
Yeah, Pixel wouldn't want to be smothered by you.
I'm thinking happy.
So good to not do that.
Ugh.
Not
Oh.
until Pixel signs that pet contract. Then the training starts. How big is your TTT group, Yulin?
Copy this thing.
We're doing 20 to 26 people with all extended roles used.
Sorry, please don't.
What is TTT to you? Because for me, it was Trouble in
Isn't
Terrorist
Hunt
Town.
Troubles in Terror Town?
What the fuck is TTT? It was Peak RP, loved being the hypnotist. Yes, Trouble in Terrorist Town?
Huh?
What the fuck are you talking about, hypnotist? It was like VRChat CSGO. Huh?
Oh, you got
Sure.
little stars in your eyes.
Recently visited. Wait, I don't see it in the list. Hi. I actually don't see it in my list. Was it? I don't see it in my recently visited maps. Yes, Trouble in Terrorist Town. I have been summoned. There are extended roles for TTT. I'd always play as Felix from popular visual novel ReZero Star. I wish I had a consistent TTT group again. Start when you no. TTT is a Gary's Mod map? Okay. So, after Gauntlet, I got on VRChat. And I went to join Cairo. Cairo ran a little late playing Slashco. And so I was kind of in like by myself for 20 minutes. And so what I did was I kind of went to just a few worlds to like look at. And so I went to Femboy McDonald's. That map sucks ass. There's literally nothing to it. Then I went to Femloft. And this map was like somebody's homeworld. There's like seat cushions, a stripper pole, a video player, stairs to a top floor, a
Typical.
bed. It's not bad, but it's very much like I don't care about this, right? However, I will say two things about this map. One, it starts with Risk of Rain 2 lo-fi playing, which I'm like, alright, that's pretty fucking goated. And two,
It's pretty cool.
they had a bunch of little knickknacks to play with, one of which was a gun. And on the wall, there were 3 targets. There's a triangular target that you shoot once, it gets destroyed and it moves to somewhere else on the wall. There's a circular target that you have to shoot 3 times and then it's destroyed and moves. And there is another circular target that you have to hit 10 times, but it slowly refreshes like how many times you have to hit it. So when you destroy it, if you shoot it within a second, you only have to shoot it once. So this one, so long as you're shooting it fast, it keeps getting destroyed and moving around the wall. And so, like, I found myself playing with the gun wall for like 10 minutes straight. And at one point I got to a point where the one that refreshes, that if you shoot it fast enough, it keeps moving. Hi, Wrath. I was keeping that one moving,
Nice.
as well as the triangular one-shot one. So I had 2 targets just bouncing around the wall the whole time. While I was waiting for Cairo. After that, of course, Yulin goes to Femboy McDonald's. Was to be expected. I'm like obligated to. It sucked. After that, I went to 4 game maps last night. And the first one we went to was Probability Labs. This game was actually really fun, and I'm going to show it to Core on Friday. You can also use 2 guns. There was only 1 gun in Femlocked. Probability Labs is my all-time favorite. Probability Labs was really fun. I don't know how old it is. I don't think Core has seen it. but I cannot wait to show it to her.
What's the probability of that?
It's like a year old. Here's the thing about it. We only got to play it once though, because it only holds like 14 people or something. And there was like a queue to get into game night for Kairo's group, so we're like, we can't do this.
There's a queue?
Oh yeah, for Kairo's Saturday game night, there's like 30 to 40 people that are like, yo, it's game night, and there's a list. Cairo was like, if you don't get in right at the start, you're not playing with us all night. It's just, you're not gonna get there. So be odd on time. I was like, okay. Like a year old, I have a group that plays Sunday? Hell yeah. Wait, Femboy McDonald sucks? Hi, Zway. Hi, Ty. Yeah, Femboy McDonald's was ass. You know what made it a Femboy McDonald's? It was just a regular McDonald's with pictures of a Sulfo and Felix hung up on the walls. That was it, just 6 pictures of them.
That's the 2.
That's it. That's enough for it to be Femboy McDonald's.
Hey, Sen.
Nothing else about it made it Femboy McDonald's.
Hey, son.
Then you'll like Probability Labs if you haven't played it already.
I played it once in the group I was with. I was like, okay, fuck this, we're up.
Really? That's...
Oh, that group 10. Well, that group, I'll tell you about it later.
okay. I thought it was so fun. For anybody who doesn't know what Probability Labs is, everybody that is in the game gets put on a tile. And you can have 16 tiles. Hi, Snappers. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, snappers.
Hi, Yasu. So you get put on a tile. It's floating in the air, and the tiles are not connected. There's like just enough space between them that you could maybe jump between them if you started your jump at the perfect time. But for the most part, you are stuck on your platform. After this, it starts doing like every 5 seconds, something happens. And so, thank you, Happy. Every 5 seconds, something will happen. So it'll be like, we are shrinking 3 of the platforms. And so there's 16 platforms, and 3 of them will get smaller. Which gives those 3 people less space to stay on their platform. You lose if you fall off or run out of health. And then it'll be like, adding toxic waste to 4 platforms. And then it's like, if you stay on that platform, you'll die. Or, like, you might be able to stay at the corner and not be in the toxic waste. And then it'll be like, adding land, where, like, a bunch of land pops up into the platforms and you can move freely between them. Adding orbital strike to 2 platforms. And so, like, if you have a shrunken platform and get an orbital strike, it's just like, I guess I die. There's nothing you can do about it. And it is a skill game. There are things you can do to win. But there's a little bit of like, it's RNG. There's fucking nothing you could have done in this situation. It's like a year old. And you can AFK and win, which is awesome. Content. A lot of those femboy restaurants are like that. Yeah. McD, Clown, and Thigh Highs. Hey, Sandwave. Thank
Femboy
you.
Hooters is still really good.
That one I've been to and it feels like a real place. Yeah, you can time the jump. Assuming you don't have any movement or jump debuffs, which happens a bunch. No problem, my friend. I always feel like the lighting is the most cheap event. Yeah. Yeah. The one I saw was the orbital strike. I was like, damn, that sucks. It was my first time playing and I was just like, what do I do to stay alive? And then, like, at some point, a guy got a flamethrower next to me and torched me. I was like, oh, okay, well then. You were describing Halo Knights with the femboys, Euland? Describing Halo Knights with the femboys? We did 1 round of Probability Labs, and the group was like, why are we doing this? We've got too many people. So we went to Blackout. Blackout is basically murder, but better. At least that's how it's described to me. I'd probably say it's better. The way Blackout works is one person gets the investigator. Probably like a fifth of the lobby gets murder, and then everyone else is guessed. If you are a murderer, you want to grab a weapon and kill people. Everybody has 100 health. Each weapon does 100 damage. So guests die in 1 hit. Murderers have 200 health and die in 2 hits. And the investigator has 200 health and dies in 2 hits. The thing about Blackout, though, is that you can only kill people when the lights go out. So the lights will be on for like 2 minutes, and then they'll go out for 20 seconds. I'm guessing on those times. But everybody grabs a weapon. Even guests grab a weapon. That way, if a murderer, like, stabs you, you could potentially get a hit back on them. And the murderers could, like, you know, whittle themselves down because everybody gets a hit back on them. We played with 2 modifiers. One, murderers can never pick up the gun. Because apparently what happens is the murderers will go straight for the investigator, get the gun, kill them, get the gun, and then just Rambo a lobby and take everyone out. The other thing was, I think they made it so that they could throw bladed weapons. So if you have like a knife, you can throw it, and it'll do 200 damage. I think they have so many people that those rules work. The alternative is the detective investigator kills everyone. And that's an easy way to win. Yeah. And so, if you're a guest, the way to win is to collect keys throughout the mansion and unlock the front door. There were always 9 locks, so 9 keys hidden throughout the mansion. If you get 5 clues, you can open a safe and get a good weapon. And then there were also cookies. I think they just unlocked a little Christmas thing. I only ever found 5 cookies. There were 3 that I wasn't finding. But Blackout was pretty fucking crazy. The lights would go out. I would go find a closet and, like, lock it so that I'm, like, safe in there. Just like, oh boy, this is scary. And I'm just hearing death outside. Like, I'm just hearing shanking noises and everything. And people screaming and going, oh god, the murderer is... And their voice just cuts out. It's like, oh jeez. Oh gosh. There was somebody who, anytime they're the murderer,
Geez, Rick.
they switch to a pigeon avatar and, like, start blasting music through their speakers. And so, their name is Ginjo. They would turn into a bird, and everyone's like, oh, fuck, it's Ginjo. And you'd, like, hear Yakuza music fucking blaring through the mansion, and people die.
Hell yeah.
The killers can also kill the lights at the breakers? Oh, okay. There was one moment where it was just me and 3 murders in one room. And they were like, well, you can wait for the lights or take your chances with the bear trap. Oh, God. Sometimes you'll see someone walk up to the breaker and flip it. That's pretty obvious. I was the murderer at one point. And I really wanted to kill Cairo. But he, like, ran away from me right as the lights were going out and locked the door behind him. And so, I killed, like, 2 people. As I killed the second, the lights came back on, and this guy was like, oh! And I was like, that looks really bad, as I have this, like, bloody sword. And he's like, it's the one with the coat! It's the one with the yellow raincoat! His name is Yolan! It's Yolan! And I'm, like, hiding in the basement, like, if I go out, I'm fucking dead. This ain't good. And then I think the other murderers killed everybody, so it was like, oh, cool.
Win.
Killed the banana. It was definitely like, this person was running. I chased them through a doorway and stabbed him in the back. The lights came on, And there was just this guy like 5 feet to my right, just looking at me, just like, oh, like he just saw it happen right in front of him, and it was like, well, there's no hiding that.
That's fucking comedy gold.
Wait, no, actually, I don't think the other murders won. I think everybody got the keys. It was Blackout was fun. I definitely didn't feel good at it. I felt like, oh, I contributed this round if I found a key. Like, if I found a key, if I was like, yay, I'm not dead weight. But other than that, it felt like I was, you know, level 2 in a lobby full of people that are level 7, right? Like, it was just like, oh, I feel not super... Like, I feel like I'm just the newbie that sucks here compared to everybody. The number of times I've actually escaped is so few. I'd say 70% of the time, it ended with before the keys. The murders won a lot, but not like super unbalanced. You know, a lot of the time the guests escaped. And when the guests escaped, a few times it was the keys, but I'd say most of the time it was just one team ran out of people. I feel like so many people aren't collecting keys. We did that for like an hour and a half. And then we switched to Trouble in Terrorist Town. And we did like 2 rounds at like a Burger King, where everybody's just grabbing guns and there's 2 clearly marked detectives and everyone else is like, are they a traitor or not? And there'd usually be like 6 traitors in a lobby of like 30 people. Maybe there was more. Might have been 8. I didn't like this one. Killers can also collect keys. And unlock the door, which can throw you off. Why wouldn't a killer just collect a key and hold it? Like...
Hey, Yulin, I'm about to go eat breakfast. I will be back when I can.
Okay. Enjoy your food.
I'll be back.
Enjoy your food.
What's to stop a killer from just holding a key and like, okay, now they can't escape with the keys? They can do that? But it spawns more keys? Oh, okay. We went to Trouble in Terrorist Town. We did 2 rounds at a McDonald's, and then we did 2 rounds at like this little scaffolding area in a fenced desert place. I've never played TTT. I honestly thought it kind of sucked. It was just like... It felt too difficult to get kills as a traitor. But also, like, I'm just standing around waiting for the traitors to make a move if I'm not a traitor. Like, it just, you were waiting for somebody to throw a grenade. And then you see who throws a grenade, and then the entire lobby guns them down. Traitors better trait. It was very much like, this fucking sucks, bro. Because there's no objective that's like, hey, go get the keys. Go escape. You know, there's a pressing time limit. It's just, all right, let's wait for the traitors to do something. Oh, that one got on the roof and threw a grenade. And like 7 people just aimed guns at them. And it was like, okay. And you need to use extended roles and use TTT design maps. Playing normal maps with no roles turns into an AFK sim. The group that does it seemed to be having fun. After like 4 rounds of this, I was just like, Cairo, I'm gonna go. But like, we got into a round before I left, and so I said, okay, I'll have fun with this. I climb up the tower. And I go, Cairo, come here, Cairo. And he climbs up. He's like, what is it, Elon? And I was like, fuck my gleep shit life. And then I jumped off the tower, and as I'm falling, I hear him go,
Hell yeah.
And then I,
Cairo thing.
So those are the 3 games I played with Cairo. After that, I I joined on Oku, and at this point it's like midnight. I'm like, oh man, I'm falling asleep. And Oku's in a fucking massive 80-person just B club instance. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know anyone here. And he's like, oh, really? Yeah, I don't know anyone here either. Let's go somewhere else. So I went to, oh, what was it? It was this hotel I saw with Core, like months ago. Luminous Hotel.
Hotel.
That place was cool.
Oh.
We were just hanging out. A few people joined on us. Ellie joined on us at one point. And Oku was like just waking up for their game night stuff. And so I'm like, okay, you go do your game night, I'll go to bed. And Oku's like, no, you gotta join me for one. You gotta join me for one round. Zombie survival. It's like, okay. And so I went and did zombie survival. I'd done this with Sen Core, God, like a year or two ago. But this was like a different map. It was like a snow-themed map. And so, played that for like 30 or 40 minutes.
I did notice you in the Virgin Destroyer running around killing zombies. Like, that's gonna be a sight to behold.
Okay. Initially, I switched out. I was gonna switch to this outfit because I switched to the Virgin Destroyer when I'm like in more personal places, right? I don't like the idea of people seeing this when it's not like, hey, I know what this is gonna be like. And Oku was like, fuck no, change back. And like, Oku had their tits out. Everyone else I was joining with had their tits out. I was like, okay. And so I'm running around in the Virgin Destroyer. Most of the people there have like tits out and stuff. There was a few people that had like, you know, cool, kind of like what Pixel is wearing now. That's more like a cool sportwear outfit. there was one guy that they had an office chair. They just had an office chair that they were floating around with. Oh my goodness. And so they're like running around with a shotgun just in a swivel chair.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, have you ever seen or you played I think it's like Kung Fu Office Chair?
No.
It's like you just literally just like Mario Kart down a hill in an office chair, like beating people up. It's amazing.
I have never heard of that before. No, the Probability Labs was fun. Zombie Survival was fun. Blackout was okay, but it's not really my type of thing. And then the Trouble in Terrace Town. Yeah. If I was with people and they were like, let's go play this, I'd be like, okay. If you guys want to play this, I'll play it with you, you know. Because I don't like to be the person that's like, hey, let's play my game. And then they're like, great, let's play my game now. And I'm like, ew, no. Right? I kind of view it as, you played my game, we'll play yours. Yeah, that version of TTT is just boring.
You can do that.
The Lego map where you have to build the shit to escape. It has like testing rooms and barricades and shit base. Or the Half-Life 1 maps with doors and locks. Stuff to get to the tram to leave.
Back. Be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Zombie survival. I'd forgotten how fun that was. That's the type of thing where I'd be like, if people were doing game night, I'm like, zombie survival? Are we doing that? Hell yeah. Because that's like all the fun of zombie hordes without the scariness of zombie hordes. They're like 48 polygons. We do a few rounds of TTT, then finish the night with Prop Hunt. I don't know if you like Prop Hunt. I would probably like Prop Hunt. You know, I've seen lots of gameplay of it. I don't know that I've ever played it. I've seen, you know, a lot of people play it, and I think it looks fun. It looks very silly. Hi, Zuvi. Yeah, so that was my yesterday. Gauntlet and VR chat games. I also I also did work on Minecraft maps a little bit. I feel like it'd go a lot faster if I was better at the world edit tools for Minecraft. Oh shit, wait. Yeah.
What's going on?
If the next video is loud, I gotta be ready to pause it.
Oh, it's one of those videos where you end in bed.
Yes, yes it is. Potential way too dank. It was a little loud, but it wasn't so loud that, like, everybody feels their ears are blown out. Ah. But now we're in Elpis, the Zayla video. You need a thing that persists video volume for each unique YouTube video? So here's the thing, Octal. In editing them, I have discovered a button that normalizes the audio. And so what I wish is that I had just done this for each video. Hi, Dingo. If I can normalize the sound without the YouTube side of it, that does sound really nice. Although, if Pixel... What are you doing?
I'm trying to take out my sword, but I don't think I can. Having
Yeah.
performance issues.
That does sound nice for what I have right now. Ideally, eventually I have videos that are all using that auto-normalize feature, but... Potential way too dank. Yulian. Welcome back.
Julian.
It's way too fast here.
I tried to go to the Oasis Island, the cabin out in the middle of the ocean, but it's not by the guy that does this map. This guy did like 5 Wind Waker maps, and then someone else did that one. And that's the one I tried to go to this morning.
Try to?
Yeah, so I searched by, I was running late. I was at like 57 and error was from there. I was like, we gotta go fucking fast. I looked at the author for this one because I don't have that other one saved. I thought he did all of them. And I saw his 4 Wind Waker maps, and one of them was Paw Print Island. And I was like, that's not the Oasis, right? That's not the, it's not a cabin. It's like a, oh god, what is it? It's not an inn, it's not a hotel. It's like an island retreat. I forget what it is. It's part of the story in Wind Waker.
Resort?
Not quite a resort. It's just like literally one house on an island. There's Ayla, by the way.
A lodge?
Not a lodge. We gotta look it up.
Is it
We gotta look it up.
a retreat?
Search worlds. Wind Waker. There's... Why? What the hell? According to the search function, there's only 2 Wind Waker worlds. That seems wrong. Maybe if I put a space there. There we go.
The Wicker Room.
Yeah.
It is... not showing up in the search worlds. Are you kidding me? Alright. Barisu, do you know the name of it? Getaway? It's... okay, Barisu. In the Wind Waker storyline, you're collecting the Triforce pieces. And at one point, you have to bring the teacher 20 joy pendants. She gives you the deed to her island. But I feel like it's not called Island Resort. It's called, like, Island something. Do you remember what that's called? I almost want to call it a timeshare.
What the fuck?
But I think that's more of a, like, specific company thing. Give us the answer, Farisu. Come through for us. You got this, I
I'm
believe.
not having luck finding it, looking it up.
Hi, Josh. It has a Triforce shard on it. Not Windfall Island. What is it? It's the island that has the little house, and you go up to it, and the butler's like, ew. The door is the butler, and he's like, ew. Don't you dare touch my doorknob with your grubby little mitts. Get out of here, sea urchin. And then once you have the deed, he's like, oh, you're the new master. Please come inside and make yourself at home. The private oasis? I think so. It might be, but like, I want to say they call it something else.
That sounds okay. That sounds good.
Oasis?
Yeah, everything's saying that.
More like no oasis. Is it just the private oasis? It might be the private oasis. Okay.
I found it. By hand. Master.
I feel like there's a word for that, like, building. The cabana? Yeah, the cabana. I don't think it's named the cabana.
No.
But I believe it is a cabana.
It's made by the same guy.
Yeah, that map is in VRChat. I just couldn't find it today. Well, I could, but I only had like 10 seconds to look. So I was like, oh. I think the butler's building is called the cabana in the private oasis. Okay. That makes sense. I tried to go there. I ended up going to Paw Print Island instead. And I was like, Paw Print Island? That doesn't sound right, but I'm not seeing anything else. And so Aaron and I went to Paw Print Island, and it was just like an island with a ton of overgrown grass. I was like, nope, we're getting out of here. We're leaving. We'll just go to Outset. Hi, North Prince. Can't do this again.
Sketchy ass.
Close enough.
You talking about Wind Waker gonna be
Yeah.
such a shit
Sketchy
game?
ass island.
Makes me want to play it again to remember why I hated it. That's crazy that you hated it. Like, I think Skyward Sword is the worst Legend of Zelda game. But to me, that's like a 7 or 8 out of 10. To me, to look at Wind Waker and be like, this is absolute shit, is like, huh?
Farisu, I kind of had a similar experience since I'm sitting in a hotel room from traveling last week or a couple weeks ago now, and they're playing Star Wars Marathon for Christmas, and it eventually got up to episode 9. It's like, maybe I'll give it another chance and see why. And then about 20 minutes in, it's like, oh no, I still hate this movie.
I feel like I need to see Rogue One 7, 8, and 9. Because I have a friend who's like a really big Star Wars fan. He's like the Star Wars nerd that knows all the Star Wars things. And it's like, oh, Star Wars nerd. You take his opinion on Star Wars more because like he literally just inhales everything Star Wars, right? So he'd be a good judge of what's good and what isn't. And he's like, 7, 8, and 9 aren't as good as the others, but they're great. People hate on them for no reason and blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, that's a crazy take to have, buddy.
7 I thought was fine. 8, there were plenty of parts that I liked that offset the problems that a lot of people have, and 9 was just,
Mm. He loves them. And just on that is like, I feel like I need to see these now. Rogue One was sick. I read 90% of the Extended Universe books, comics. Got Super Nakoda 1 too. And the Kyle Katarn, plus Luke fulfilled prophecy, Godslayer stuff. I actually hated 7 so bad I almost got up and left. I hate when things get oversaturated. So I hate when you have a totally fine story, a character has a goal, and then they do that, and then very obviously they just write more stuff because they want to milk this thing for more money. And so, like, this is my big problem with Dragon Ball. They had a goal. Save the universe from Frieza. And then after that, it was, now the androids are here. Now Cell is here. Now Majin Buu is here. And it just felt like they had an arc, they finished it, they saved the world. We gotta top it and do it all over again. I hate that. That's why I like One Piece so much, because I really don't like it when you interrupt me mid-sentence to do that, Pixel.
Oh my god, Pixel. Just heard it like, swear to God.
I love you, Pixel. One Piece is like... In One Piece, he's like, I'm gonna become the Pirate King. He hasn't done that yet. It's been one goal. There's been obstacles along the way, but it's just gonna do this, gonna get there, one journey. In Star Wars, they had episodes 4, 5, and 6. And that's a great story, that's fine. Right? There's one goal and they did it. Then they had episode 1, 2, and 3, which I don't think are bad. They're the same story. There's definitely parts of like 1, 2, and 3 that are like, this feels weird. Episode 1 felt like we're following the story of this child too much, but you know, when you know where the story goes, he's a pretty fucking important kid. So it's important to understand how and why he got there. 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, totally fine. 7, 8, and 9, it feels like, you know, there's a lot more story to be told. All they did was blow up the Death Star and kill the Emperor, right? That's not exactly like, all the work is done, everybody go home. There's a lot of stuff to do after that. But it doesn't feel like with a movie, it doesn't feel like a movie might be necessary. So I don't know. I really just need to see Rogue One, 7, 8, and 9. I've only heard good things about Rogue One.
Well, keep in mind too that Rogue One is right before Episode 4.
Yes. This is like my biggest gripe with the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Because Obi-Wan, he's like, okay, Episode 3, he beats up Anakin, he takes Luke and Leia, hides them, and lives on Tatooine hiding Luke, right? And he just bides his time for like 20 years, grows old, studies the Force, and is ready to like start the training of Luke. That's what he does. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi is like, no, we gotta have him go on this whole adventure to save Leia and go on this crazy stuff and fight Anakin a bunch, and it's just like, why? They're just adding shit here. Why? It just felt like we're trying to cram more stuff into an already complete and fully fleshed out story. The new stuff is shit, because they said everything EU was Legends until further notice. Stupid as fuck. Gohan was originally supposed to be the new MC. Yeah, we were talking about this last time I talked about Dragon Ball Z. Akira Toriyama tried to kill off Goku or replace him like 4 times. He did it with Raditz, and he backed down. Gohan was supposed to be the main character, but he said, never mind. He did it again with Frieza and the Heart Disease. He did it again with Cell. And every time everybody's like, bro, we fucking hate this. So he just eventually said, okay, if people don't like Gohan, but we have to have a child protagonist, we'll just bring Goku back to being a child. And that's in GT why Goku was de-aged and a kid again. Because Akira Toriyama just really wanted to have a child protagonist for his story. And it's just, everybody loves Goku so much, and for good reason. Gohan fucking sucks in comparison. That it just failed every time. And it was just, GT was so weird that it flopped. 3 is really good. 4, 5, 6 are really good. The setup in 1 is really good. 2, I fell asleep in the theater as a child. There's a lot of politics in episode 1 too. Yeah, it's really well done in the first one. Even with the Mimi child antics of Anakin. In episode 1, I think overall it's good. I think as much as I love pod racing, I think story-wise the pod racing stuff was stupid. I think it's really dumb that Anakin beats these aliens that literally think faster than humans at pod racing. And also that they didn't just buy Anakin. Was like, wait, what? I don't remember what the reason is why they couldn't buy him, but it was very much like, they have the money. Huh? Oh. Well, it's showing that he's the chosen one. And he would win regardless of the situation? That feels like such a, I don't want to say cop-out, but stretch to me, Frisu. Because it's like, he's the chosen one. He'll win no matter what situation. Okay. Will he win the 7-finger punch contest? The contest about who can punch the hardest with 7 fingers? Yep. He'd win, because he's the chosen one. It's like, no. What? What? Anakin and Padme was strange. That being said, pod racing is sick as fuck. Pod racing is awesome. Prophecy is fulfilled by Anakin when he brings balance to the Force by equalizing the amount of light and dark sides of the Force in the original lore. Pod racing was so good. I think their setup for pod racing was dumb. But the pod racing itself was sick.
Pod racing has done irreparable damage to the aviation community.
Wait, really?
Everybody wants to do that adventure.
Yeah, it makes up for the weird relationship with a kid. Pod racing.
Which old games do.
Pod racing Pog, Sebulba fucked. I actually thought Sebulba was really fucking cool. I think my parents were actually a little concerned about it. I always wanted like the Sebulba Pod Racer Lego, or like when I played the pod racing game, I always wanted to play a Sebulba. I remember at one point I was like, whoa, Sebulba's so cool. My dad was like, you know, he's the bad guy, right? He's not good. I was like, I don't know, he's really cool. And my dad was like, no, Yulin, you're... No, he's the bad guy. He's the bad one. You don't want to be like him. I was like, well, he's got a cool rig. Maybe, maybe I do want to... No. I remember having a conversation with my dad, and he was concerned that I thought Sebulba was that cool. He was a dick. He was totally a dick, but he gets what's coming to him, and I don't know, he was just, his rig was just fucking cool. If you play pod racing and get to one of the last 3 circuits, Sebulba is a playable unlock, as well as his pod racer if you beat him in the rematch. There's also a part in one of the EU novels that talks about his backstory. Oh, we might have just passed.
Now, Yulin. I will see you later.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
There was, God, I miss Star Wars being Pog. Episode 1 was okay. It has weird kid shenanigans, which a lot of people really hated. But it also has pod racing and Darth Maul. And God, Darth Maul was cool. Hi, Archangel. Archangel has watched 400 consecutive streams this month and sparked a watch streak. Yeah, it was a badass movie. 2? I don't think 2 is that good. 2 really just felt like, hey, Anakin, everything will be good, be fine if you just trust people, if you stop being dumb. Anakin, okay, Anakin, you're, it's really starting to, oh god. I did like Jango Fett. I thought Jango Fett was a badass. Episode 3, I love and hate Episode 3. Episode 3 was like the best fights in my eyes. The fights in Episode 3 go fucking hard. However, my favorite Star Wars character is Grievous. And if you see Grievous in the Clone Wars animated series, he's a fucking monster. He is literally collecting lightsabers. He is the Jedi Hunter. And then he shows up in Episode 3. Let's run away. And it's like, man, this guy fucking sucks.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why Grievous is badass. Yeah, the whole villain got away again. Yeah.
Which one had the fight where Yoda was like a pinball? That was the end of Episode 2.
That was 2.
Where it's Yoda versus Dooku. And he's beating Dooku, and Dooku is like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So he brings down the metal thing on Anakin and Obi-Wan, and Yoda catches it, and Dooku uses that time to get the fuck out of there. There's...
cuts off Anakin's arm.
Yes, there's also Episode 3, where it is Yoda versus Palpatine. And they're throwing the council seats at each other. Episode 3. Oh yeah, that fight was awesome? Yes. With the floating seats? Episode 3 came out in 2009. Or maybe it was late 2008, I don't remember. I remember I was a senior in high school. No, it had to be. Because I was a senior in high school. I'm pretty sure.
05.
05? What?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Bro, that was 05? How the fuck? Was I just a freshman in high school? I could have sworn I was a senior. Wow. Okay. I guess I just remembered that wrong. When that came out, basically all my friends from school, like half the guys from school, we went to the midnight premiere, and like we literally got out of school at like 3 o'clock and just went straight to the movie theater. We got in line, and we weren't in the movie theater. We were on the front side of the movie theater. The line wrapped around the building to the side. And then it started like zigzagging through the parking lot. But we were like against the side of the building of the theater. Waiting. And we did get tickets. We were waiting there. We played hacky sack in the rain for 8 hours. Literally 8 fucking hours just waiting for the theaters to let us in for the midnight premiere. At 11, it was raining and they were like, hey, the theaters are open, but it's not going to play till 12. So you guys can come in to get you out of the rain. So we sat in the movie theater for like an hour soaking wet. And the theater was like trying to entertain us. They were like, let's do a Wookiee call contest. And, you know, people would come up stage and do their best Wookiee call, you know, stuff like that. And then we watched it from midnight to like 3 a.m. And that was, that was a fun memory. At one point, so for the Wookiee call contest, my friend, he was not the brightest crayon in the box. But he's like, I'm gonna do this Wookiee call thing. I'm gonna go up and win that. And we're like, I don't think you have a good Wookiee call. We've never heard you do a Wookiee call. And he's like, how hard could it be? He goes up there, and there's like 30 people that have lined up, right? Dumb people have insane courage. It's crazy. He's literally last. And so, like,
Oh,
people are doing their Wookiee calls. Most of them are just like, you know, they're just growling. They're just, you know, making weird noises. But you can tell it's a Wookiee. There were like 2 or 3 of them that were like really good. That was like, damn, you have practiced this and you got up like, this is my fucking moment. And then it gets to my friend. And I will give you a perfect impression of his Wookiee call, because I've practiced this a lot, making fun of it. Although I haven't done it in like a decade. Let me get a drink first. Here is my friend's Wookiee call at the midnight premiere of Star Wars Episode 3. Lee lee dee 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 dee. I am not kidding. That was his Wookiee call.
Damn.
And the theater was fucking silent. We were just like, what? He just went, nailed it. And we were like, he's fucking stupid. What is wrong with this guy?
That's the sound Patrick made when making the ghost call.
Literally,
in
yes.
SpongeBob.
Please tell me he had a mask on or something to hide his identity. He did not. He did not. It was so funny. Like, there was 5 seconds of silence and then everybody started laughing. He won second place. They gave one guy first place, and then they were like, and as you know, as a pity second place, this guy gets it. And it was like, he came back to the seats and he's just like, won second place. And we're like, you didn't win second place because it was good, you idiot. You won second place because it was pity. Because it was that bad, dude. And he was like, I still got a prize, motherfucker. And we were like, I guess technically you did. Oh god, he felt justified. I have never been...
Task failed successfully.
I have never been like, I cannot believe you pulled this off. You should have absolutely been roasted harder, but you were rewarded for this. God damn it. I hate this so much. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. It was... Leedly dee 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 dee. It just... We roasted him for that for years. And every time he was just like, well, I won second place. You didn't even go up. And it was like, oh my god, I hate this. I'm gonna kill this guy. Making me laugh, and I'm trying to play Warframe, dude. I hope he's doing well. I haven't talked to that guy in like 15 years. He was my best friend in 4th grade. So I started going to this school in 4th grade. And him and I hit it off real fast, and we were best friends. Going into 5th grade, we had different classes, we had different homerooms, but we were still good friends, right? Like, we'd play on the playground. And like 2 months into school, he had a brain bleed, a literal brain aneurysm on the right side of his brain. He apparently didn't feel good that day. He played trumpet. He was actually really, really good at trumpet. And he held one note for too long, and then that triggered the brain bleed. And he just face down. Just instantly bam. This is less funny now. They helicopter lifted him off the field. The music teacher was, like, everyone's like, whoa, you did the right thing by calling 911 that fast. He was really close to dying. He was in the hospital for like months. And doctors told him, your left side is now paralyzed. You're never gonna sit up again. But it wasn't as bad as the doctors thought it was. He was able to sit up. He was able to walk. His left side was like 90% paralyzed. There's Zayla. It's Zayla getting abducted.
Oh, save them.
He was able to walk, but he had a very clear limp. It took him a lot of time training to, like, ball a fist with his left hand. His right side, totally fine, totally untouched, but his entire left side, because he bled on the right side of his brain, all motor functions on his left side was seriously just fucked up. You said he had a queer limp? That's wild. Clear. C-L-E-A-R. Queer limp. He was held back in 5th grade, or 4th grade, because he had missed so much school in 4th grade, right? Because he was in the hospital for like 5 months straight. And this was probably the worst part of it to him. He just wanted to be in the same grade as his friends. And so 5th grade, he busted his ass off so that he could skip a grade. Or I think he had to repeat 4th grade, skipped 5th grade, and joined us again for 6th grade. Yeah, when that happens, you just give them a degree. He joined us for 6th grade. Now, I don't know if having, the brain bleed on the right side of his brain affected some of his brain thought. He seemed like a totally fine person, but maybe some of his decision-making was dumb? But I don't know if he was gonna be like that anyway, right? He wasn't stupider in any way. He wasn't, like, missing things. I bet it changed him. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's hard to know. Because, like, did he change because of the brain bleed, or did he change from this experience? Did he even really change? It's hard to know a 4th grader and how they're going to, make more important decisions when they encounter them in life. And so, it's difficult to know. Excuse me. Why is my playlist stopped? Lower Lenosha. Was this with Shuffle? Whatever, we're here now. Is this loud? This feels loud.
How long is this video?
27 minutes, and we are at 3 miles, so we will need a video after
Okay.
this.
Yeah, speaking of which, pay those off.
Yeah,
same. I just had it here.
Now, 6th grade, he joined the class again. And he was with us until graduation. He very much, pay this off, that's your taxes. Oh yeah, beach trips are tax paid? Is it? Okay. For a second I thought you were saying, like, beach is funded and we got a beach day tomorrow. I was like, wait, is it? I had an interesting relationship with him. Because, and I don't know why I did this, but I never treated him differently for having this injury. So his left side was paralyzed, and people treated him differently. They'd, like, rush to open doors and stuff for him. They'd ask if he needs help with anything. They'd ask if it was like, do you need this? Are you comfortable, right? And he hated that. Because, like, he could open a door just fine. There was nothing, like, stopping him from opening a door. And every time somebody would be like, oh, let me get this for you, it kind of just made him feel like he was different, right? Like, he hated this injury and that it happened. And he hated being reminded of it. He just wanted to be normal, right? And I don't know how I picked up on this so fucking fast as a 5th grader. But I never did shit for him like that. Unless his dad literally asked me to. Like, hey, help him lift this or something. And I think even one time his dad asked me to do something, and I was like, why? He can do it. And his dad was like, what? You can't say that about my disabled son. And, like, my friend is literally already lifting it. His parents did not get this at all. But, like, I remember there was one day where my mom was taking me to... She took me out of class to take me and this friend to McDonald's for lunch. And he had just done, like, a orchestra recital or something. So he's, like, wearing a suit, like a tuxedo suit. And, like, I remember I'm getting pulled out of class. I see this friend. And I look at him and I was like, nice monkey suit, dude. And I remember, like, the biggest fucking smile crossing his face. Because people didn't say things like that to him. People would be like, oh, you look so handsome in your suit. You must have done a good job at your music recital. Like, they just didn't treat him like a person. They only saw the disability. And so me being like the only person that would tease him over stuff, he fucking loved me. And everyone else, everybody else was always like, dude, you can't fucking say that to him. And I was like, this is my best friend. He'll let me know when it's too far. And, like, the friend was always like, I like him more than you. And they'd be like, what? Okay. Jesus. There was a lot of people that talked to me like, hey, you're being too mean to him. I was like, you want to ask him? Good old patronizing the disabled person to hell and back. Yeah, Hewland is the asshole. I don't know how I picked up on that so early. I don't know how I was just like, I don't know, I don't care that he's disabled, I just treat him the same. I just, right out the gate, treated him the same. And, I remember him thanking me many times for that. We weren't as close in high school. In high school, he was kind of just doing other things, and I was deep in WoW at that point. I just went deeper and deeper in video games. And I think he went, like... I think he went deeper and deeper into the church. Which is like, oh, okay, well...
By the well of the church.
But, like, all the way through high school, we were good friends. Did anyone else have this? Every year, we had, like, 2 to 3 classes of 20 to 30 students. And so there'd be class 1, class 2, class 3. And every year they shuffled us up. So every year, my best friend would be a different person. So, like, 4th grade, it was this guy. 5th grade, it changed to this other dude. 6th grade, it changed to 3rd guy. 7th grade, it changed to another dude. 8th grade, who's my best friend in 8th grade? I think it might have been the same person as the 7th grade one. 9th grade was a weird year. No. 10th grade. Sophomore year. That was the weird one. Where I considered my best friend somebody that was just somebody I had all my classes with and sat next to a lot. But he definitely didn't consider me his best friend. 9th grade... I think that would have been Sean. Oh, I shouldn't be using names. 9th grade was good, although that's when I started playing WoW. And my grades tanked and I got grounded for a couple months.
They're grounded?
Yeah, so my parents had a rule that if I have anything D or less in my grades, I get grounded from electronics. And so
D or less? Man, they were going light mode on you. What the
yes.
fuck?
Well, they're not Asian. I am aware how it works. But no, I had been like an A and B student before that. Started playing WoW. My grades tanked to a D. And my parents were like, "What the fuck? You were playing way too much of this game. No more electronics. No more TV. No more computer. No more video games. Until you have no Ds, you'll have Cs and up. And you're grounded." And I was like, fuck! And that went for like 3 or 4 months. It took me a long time to get my grades up. Because they had just tanked that hard. It was probably like 2 months. And it was history class that was the bad one. That was the one that was really dragging. This was funny. I get that up. I start playing WoW again. I'm barely keeping it above a D. I end the year with like 2 Bs and 5 Cs or something. And at the end of freshman year, that history class, the teacher's like, "All right, class, I have some awards to give out. I'm an artist, and I have painted rocks for the 3 people that receive these rewards. The first reward goes to the highest grade in the class. Here you go." And she gave the highest grade in this class, that was like a 99% or something, a rock that said, highest score, good job, yada yada. Had a little sun painted on or something. And then it was the best test score. So I think there was a student that had gotten like 100% on every single test. Sounds lame? Oh, it fucking was. It was super lame. And then the third award was Most Improvement. Also, we're gonna see Shine. Shine Marsh is on this video. And she gave me a rock that said, like, good job and has a sun painted on it. I understand the sentiment, but, like, wow. She literally went into, like, a park, found 3 round rocks, and painted them. And it was like, thanks. Did you make sure to tell everyone this is from your privileged private Christian school point of view? Where you were an incel still? This is from the Christian private school. There's Shine. Shine's walking by on the peacock.
Shine.
Sounds lame. I bet that motivated the hell out of you. No. Getting World of Warcraft back because I wanted to play the Burning Crusade motivated the hell out of me. The rock was just like, alright. I still have it. I think I still have the rock. I have no idea what you said just now, Pixel.
Yeah, did you at least play Burning Crusade one time?
Oh yeah. I played it when it launched. My grades fell. And then, wait, hang on. Does this make sense? Did I start playing WoW before freshman year? I might have started playing in 8th grade, like at the end. I did get to play a lot of Burning Crusade. I wasn't raiding in Burning Crusade. When the first raid tier came out, well, there wasn't much raid tier. It was Karazhan the 10-man dungeon, Gruul's Lair, and Mag Theridens. So, for 25-man raiding, there was like 3 fights. What a fucking weird raid tier. After that, they added Serpent Shrine Cavern and the Eye, I think at the same time. Is that right, Farisu, Logitech? Did those come out at the same time, or was it like Serpent Shrine Cavern came out, and then the Eye came out? I honestly don't remember, because I just wasn't raiding at the time. And then Black Temple and Hyjal came out, and I started raiding. I joined a raiding guild who was like, okay, we're gonna work our way up through all the old stuff. So I remember like doing Gruuls, doing Magtheridons, and getting tier 4. I remember doing the Eye in Serpent Shrine Cavern and getting tier 5. I remember going into Black Temple and Hyjal and starting to get tier 6, but we kind of lost a lot of roster and had to go back to tier 5. I don't think they had a lot of catch-up gear back then, so it was like, if you wanted to raid tier 6, Black Citadel and Hyjal, you had to go raid Serpent Shrine Cavern in the Eye for a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have that rock though. I have like a little plastic container, like a little plastic box of knickknacks. And I'm pretty sure that big fucking rock with the paint is still there. I can't get over that. She literally just went to like a playground or like a garden at the park and just found 3 round rocks and painted them. And I'm like, that's fucking insane.
I mean, I probably would have done that shit. But entertain kids with rocks.
I do think
Yeah,
it's...
when you said that, I thought you meant like drawing rocks on a canvas, which is okay if they're good at art, then that's awesome.
They were
But
great at
now
art.
painting on rocks.
They were literally the art teacher and like professionally trained as an artist. And then they literally just painted rocks. And it's not even like they painted a sunset on a rock. They painted like, you know, a beautiful landscape on this rock. No, it's like, it's literally just like a stick figure sun and writing. Also, hi Logitech. SSE and TK came out at the same time. Just you need to be attuned to get in at first. Just like Hyjal and Black Temple had attunes. Okay. I do think it's kind of funny that you don't believe me when I tell you TBC churned more than 80% of the player base. As you explain your stories of people quitting. I just don't remember them quitting that like that. The people that quit... So the reason we had to go back to tier 5 wasn't because of people quitting, by the way. The reason was over like a year, maybe a year, I don't remember. We had roster issues, which I guess is people quitting. I think it was the 2 other guilds also poaching our guild members. The nail in the coffin for Isu was that our main healer got banned for botting, or for buying gold. And he was like, it's not me, it's my brother, we're on the same credit card. I never did it. He totally fucking did it. And so because we lost this healer, like, our healers literally just couldn't keep up in Black Temple now. And so we had to go back to Serpent Shrine Cavern and gear people up. A lot of people quit when they announced the 40-man raid format was being discontinued. And that they were creating more smaller raids similar to DGAQ20. On top of the massive sweeping changes of PvP and World PvP. Adding flying to focus on difficulties like Heroic. Also, TBC was very grindy compared to vanilla for player power. That's kind of crazy to me that people don't like that, right? Like, how do you look at, we're adding difficulty levels, right? We're adding, well, hang on. Difficulties like Heroic, that wasn't in Burning Crusade. Oh, no, that was for the dungeons. They also completely invalidated your efforts in vanilla. Unless you're in full tier 3 and using TS legendaries.
What is
Where
this
most
jump
MMOs
height?
did not do that at the time? I don't know. I understand people complaining about, like, replacing epics with greens. I specifically remember a Dark Legacy comic about it. Is it Dark Legacy? You know that WoW comic, Frisu, that's been running for, like, as long as fucking WoW has. I remember a comic where it's like, I found a green sword, and it's better than my purple. This fucking sucks. I remember people looking at that. I never was upset with it. I was never upset with, like, replacing everything. To me, that's, like, the best part of an expansion. Because having a reset is like having a season in Diablo. Everybody comes back. There's a lot of people that don't get into WoW because they're like, oh, I'm too far behind, right? I can't get into it now because, like, I'll never be able to be at that level. I'll never catch up. No matter how much I grind and try to, they're not going to stop. They're just going to get further and further ahead. And so an expansion being like a full reset, that's like the good part of it to me. Also, WoW was the boomer retirement home MMO. That was easy mode. So going from a cushy 40-man AQ next guild where 10 to 15 people are basically AFK and farm content to 10 to 25 mans where significant effort is needed comparatively. I remember seeing the actual players behind that comic. They were on Lightbringer. Oh, that's fucking cool. My treadmill is squeaking very loudly. Which is crazy because it's literally just been lubricated. There are numerous reasons why TBC was a turning expansion. They killed every aspect of Vanilla WoW. I feel like it's a little dramatic to say every aspect of Vanilla WoW. I don't disagree with, you know, a lot of your stuff that a lot of those things changed. To call it like they changed everything sad face is like, that's a little dramatic. They still had raids. They still had PvP. They still had the core, like, systems there. It's crazy to me, maybe not crazy. I know Karzhan was really, really light. Are you ready for Ace Ventura, Euland? Oh, you think I'm watching that with you? Yeah, I'm not watching Ace Ventura. But you all have fun. If you were in a 40-man guild in Classic like I was, my guild straight up quit and said, maybe we'll come back if they re-release. Repeating the same thing they did back in 2006. Reese, that sounds incredibly anecdotal. Because I know a ton of guilds who were like, this shit is way better. The common thing, why do you think TBC Classic failed compared to Vanilla? Because they added a fucking game shop and it's like Tears of the Kingdom to Breath of the Wild. It's good, but it's not the magic of 1 to 60. But if you want to say it's for those reasons, sure. I just disagree entirely. Because the common thing I saw in the Burning Crusade was, oh my god, I can just have a guild with my friends now. Think of how many Karzhan and Zul'Aman guilds there were. There were people that just did those two the entire expansion, and they loved it. And at least this is the way it was on my server, on Garithos. If you wanted to raid, that sounds boring as hell, but having the raid where 20 people can AFK doesn't sound boring as hell? Okay. On Garithos, we had 3 guilds. Each of these guilds had like 3 to 5 raid teams. And if you wanted to raid, you joined one of those 3 guilds. Those were your only options. Once those guilds were set up, at least they are talking in voice chat? No, they literally wouldn't be, because there's 40 people they can hide behind. The 10-man guild would be the group where everybody's talking. You had 3 guilds in Vanilla WoW, and if you wanted to have your own guild, good fucking luck. If you wanted to raid with, like, your 5 high school buddies, you all had to join the same guild and get in the same raid group. And to get that to happen was so much effort. Whereas, like, in BC, you wanted to raid with your friends, your high school group, you could just make that group and recruit 4 people. It was just, like, way better for playing with the friends that you wanted to play with. When I was in high school, when I was in Vanilla, I hit 60, and there were only 2 other friends from my friend group that had hit max level. All 3 of us were in different raid guilds. All 3 of us were in just different guilds, and like I never raided with them in vanilla. In BC, I actually got to raid with them a little bit because it was way easier to just have a 10-man group. Trying to make a 40-man raid, it was like trying to make a store. It was like trying to build a business that sells rocking chairs, and the only stores in town are Target, Walmart, and I don't know, another store that's like a big box store that sells rocking chairs. Right? It was just so fucking difficult to compete with those big guilds. Nobody made new guilds. It was those 3, those were your options. Hi, sleepies.
They weren't sold rocking chairs. Then they died.
Hi, honey. All rocking chair stores. So, like, speaking of sleepy, I think making the groups, the guilds 25-man and 10-man, the raid instances, I think that was good intentions, but I do think it failed. I think what they hit with Wrath of the Lich King was way better. The 10 and 25-man size instances, and then I think they perfected it at the end of WoD. I think it was at the end of WoD. With mythic difficulty. Yeah, Wrath of the Lich King was a refinement of it. Then they ruined it in fucking Trial of the Grand Crusader. Mop had the best variant of raid sizes. I think it was the end of Mop, right? The beginning of WoD, the end of Mop. When they landed on flex rating, normal or heroic, or I think it is now, normal, heroic, and then the 20-man mythic. That was the, like, this is the system. This is a good thing. Flex for friend and grandma plus grandpa guilds. 10-man, 25-man was good. Mythic was a mistake, 20-man is awful. I'm not running AQ 20-man. I think you're crazy for that. If you don't have a set 20-man, then what you get is, oh, which is easier, 10-man or 25-man? Alright, well that's what our guild does. And they either make the 25-man loot, or, like, it's the same, and every guild just becomes the one that's easier. In Cataclysm, I think 10-man runs were way harder than 25-man runs. I go store calls by fire. Kata did a good job. Having the same gear for 10, 25? No, it was awful, Harisu. What? In Kata, they had the same gear. So everybody just did the one that was better. Or easier. And I don't remember if it was 25-man that was easier or if it was 10-man that was easier. But it was like, every guild was just like, oh, why the fuck would we do the harder one? Let's go do the easier one. In what world? 10-man was harder than 25-man Kata? Oh my god. Brisu, not everyone has 25 people? The issue for Risu was that whichever was easier, guilds would change to that. You would have guilds like Method, who would be like, 10-man is easier? Alright, get rid of these 15. 25-man is easier? Get in 15. It was fucking awful that it was constantly changing back and forth. 10-man is just better because ease of access to get in? I don't think having 20-mans is that much difficult to get into. Especially since you go through Heroic, which is flexible before that. Having everything be 10-man again would be fantastic. I hard disagree. Yeah, I hard disagree. Yeah? We can't even get 20 people to do Mythic. Because we don't have anybody that wants to go through the effort of recruiting for 20... Man. We can barely get 10? Yeah, because our guild literally doesn't want to put the effort in, and none of us want to be... Well, half of us want to do Mythic, but without the effort of being Mythic. If any of us wanted to, we could go join a Mythic guild, or we could step up and do all the recruiting for a Mythic guild. But none of us want to do it. Why did the playlist fucking stop today? It's not shuffling. Zangar Marsh. Can I join your Mythic guild?
Hey,
We don't have a Mythic guild.
What?
I love it when playlists break like this.
Take your time. This is so cool.
Playlist. Walking through worlds. Load the shuffle button. There we go. Alright. What do we get? Huh. Sure. Dude, YouTube is like... What the fuck is happening with YouTube right now? It's like hard lagging. Ah. Alright. Where did I put my camera? Octomage, you cannot join my Mythic guild because I don't want to raid Mythic. If Farisu or Nixwar converted our guild into a Mythic guild, I would probably stop raiding. I would just, you guys have fun. I don't want to play Mythic. I know everybody in our guild is good enough for Mythic. I don't want to do the time investment for Mythic. Fuck that. That makes it a fucking second job. Hell no. I will hard pass on that. Thank you for the follow, Sniper Jackson. I know a lot of our guild wants to be a Mythic guild and they would love to play Mythic. But I'm sitting here like, absolutely not. You couldn't pay me for this. Pussy is good. Hell yeah.
What?
We walked for 2 seconds, and then we hit 99 minutes, and it stopped. I would raid Mythic, but I don't want to app with a Google Doc sign-up sheet, where I have to show 2 alts that I'll run in farm raids, and I have to sign up with specific roles, and also perform well in logs to retain my spot. Just want to kill the bosses, man. And you know what? That's a fair take. That's a completely fair take that you want to do the highest level of content while also making it easy to get into. And if it was like Final Fantasy, where the hardest level of content could be done with 8 people, you could, you know, you'd probably be doing it, right? If it was 8 or 10 man, you'd probably be doing that level of content. But when it gets to 20 people, it gets a little, I want to say less intimate, less personal. It is more job and performance based because you're not going to know 20 people in a friend group. You're not going to know them that closely. You're going to know half of them. In an 8-man group, you're going to know every single person exactly what they do. In a 20-man group, you're going to lose a bit of that. I think that is a completely fair take. I also think Mythic dungeons exist. And if you want that level of difficulty in gameplay, you can get that with Mythic dungeons. Just do it with 5. Just push as high as you can in 5s, and that will be the same thing as pushing content in a Mythic raid group. What you want is the Mythic raids with a dungeon size. And I'm sitting here like, that, I don't like that. If you want the raids, go do a raid size. What I like about raids is having a lot of people. I wouldn't be against, Mythic raids being 30 people. I wouldn't be against them being 40 people. I'd be against them being 40 people. But having a raid size of 20, that feels good to me. And if you want it to be easier access based on roster and numbers, you've got Mythic dungeons. But you and I both don't even have one job. I don't want to do one job. I definitely don't want to turn a game into a job. I have literally no clue what a Mythic guild is. But I can use context clues. Damn, that's crazy. They did 10-man raiding. We could do Mythic. I would quit. I literally just wouldn't raid with you guys if Mythic became 10-man. I walk a lonely road, the only road I ever know. Worst take I've ever heard from you. Oh, you want to Mythic raid with 10? Go do Mythic Plus? That's literally what you want, Frisu. You want the difficulty of Mythic raiding, but you want it in a dungeon group size. 40-man Mythic raid sounds a lot like why Wildstar died. I don't disagree with you. The moment I said, I don't mind 40-man Mythic guilds, I was like, no, I kind of do. I do disagree a little bit with that being the sole reason. The main reason Wildstar died was because it was so inaccessible as a whole, right? They didn't have easy to access big raids. Their first raid was the one with the 6 bosses. X89 was the first boss. You couldn't do that as a casual. Whereas WoW, they have looking for raid. They have normal raiding, which is like, you could have 5 people that know what they're doing and complete the raid. They've got heroic raiding, right? They've got so many levels of each raid that people are going to see raids. Whereas in Wildstar, you had to do 4 hours of dailies every day to get the rep and gear and consumables to set foot into raid. And then it was just too hard for most people. Hi, Kyle. I'm sorry, but you can't say every take is the worst take you've ever heard unless you have a really bad memory. That's fucking funny. No, I don't want a 5-man Mythic raid. Right, you want a 10-man Mythic raid. What you want is to do all the content specifically. You want to do Mythic dungeons with 5, and then you want to be able to do Mythic raids, a different content. But you want it to be accessible. And the best way for it to be accessible for you is for it to have the lowest number of people to do it, which is 8 or 10. In WoW, it would be 10. And I think that's a completely fair and valid take. I just don't like it because it takes away from big size raiding. I like 40-man raids. I like 25-man raids. I like the big, group coming together to take down the dragon. That shit is cool to me. And I hate it when it's like, oh, well, let's get the big group and the little group that can do the same thing, because the little group tends to be easier. And so it just pushes big group to the side. Biggest raid side is Flex. It's fucking 30 people 99% of the time. Yeah. Oh, my room cold but bed warm. What do? Sounds like you stay in bed. Mythic Plus Dungeon plays a lot different on Mythic raids. Do the timer strains on Mythic Plus? For sure. For sure. That's one of the reasons I don't like Mythic Plus, is because I feel so rushed because of the timer. And especially, I feel rushed. I don't like it when others feel rushed and they start doing shit that affects that, right? So, I don't like it when it's like, okay, this will be a slow pace. But we can pull one pack at a time, and we'll make it on time, because we've got the DPS to get there. And it'll be safe, we'll get there with plenty of time. And people are like, oh my god, we can't just pull one, and they pull two and wipe. And it's like... Mythic Plus so sleeper being forced to play XComp? Yes and no. I mean, you're absolutely not forced to play XComp. But your life will be a million times easier if you play XComp, right? If you had 4 friends, and it's like, this is the tank guy, this is the healer, and these 3 are the DPS, you can play whatever the fuck you want, right? You could just do that. And you'll be able to get any achievement in Mythic Plus. You'll be able to get them out, get the, all the stuff. It's just easier if you do play the meta. And if you're a solo player, it is miserable trying to not play the meta. If you're, like, trying to queue up as a DPS Feral Druid, good fucking luck, Betty. You're gonna have to make your own groups. They killed Arena with solo queue. You are not getting title without the meta comp in most situations. There are, like, what, 3DKs that are title eligible that play Blood exclusively? Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What does it mean to get the title? Is the title, like, a top percentage of the player base? Or is the title, like, you've done a 10 on every dungeon? Because if you're trying to title and competing, yes. Well, if you're trying to title and that means competing against people. The top 0.1% of Mythic Plus players, based on their Mythic Plus scores, rewarded with the title for the season. Okay. Yeah, you probably have to play meta for that. I'm kind of okay with that. Because that's the top 0.1%. Of course you have to play the meta for that. That's an incredibly small amount of players. That is a huge competition. Of course you have to play the meta. What? If you're... It'd be nice. It'd be a perfect world where this was totally balanced and that could happen with any class. But that's just... That is an insane level of balance that, quite frankly, seems impossible given the constantly changing class changes and gear levels. If this was like, you know, the game didn't change for 3 years, they could balance them to a point where all of them are completely even. But with how much WoW changes constantly, balancing to that level seems very, very difficult. I'm top 0.5% PvP right now for raid BGs. Not playing meta. You don't need to play meta to get a title in PvP. Or Hall of Fame raid. Why do you need to for Mythic Plus? That's when your game is just ass? When everyone has to play the same thing? No. No. That is not when everyone has to play the same thing. That is the top 0.1%. That is 1/1000th of the player base. And again, you don't have to. Your life will just be easier. You should. You're just being masochistic if you don't play meta. But, like, you don't have to. And again, that's not everybody. That is 1/1000th to title. If you are subjecting yourself to that level of competition, there's going to be sacrifices you have to make, like playing meta to have an easier time of it. So if 1/5 of the people sandbag their team by playing some shit spec, me playing Blood, why would they want to keep playing with me for title? They did not. I don't know who you are, but how did Yasuo get into the house? I'm surprised for Isu. Did you not keep your place with sexual favors? Did you not, like, lose 2 rated battlegrounds one day, and the rated battleground leader was like, all the other team members are disappointed at you. They're yelling at me to kick you. You have to give me sexual favors to, like, keep your spot. Were you not pulling that card? All the meta peoples just get together. I don't know where I'm going with this joke, Furisu. Rated BG Solo Q came out? Oh. I'm very disconnected from PvP. I remember wanting to do Arena a little... So I played a lot of Battlegrounds back in Vanilla. I ran flags as a druid. And I got to, like, rank 7. In Burning Crusade, I did Arena a little bit, but never really got into it. Didn't do anything. I did Wintergrasp a lot for Wrath of the Lich King. But I never did Arenas. And then in Kata, I did a lot of Arenas. I did a lot of Arenas as Warlock and wanted to have fun with that. But I never felt good. My Kiark. You were wrong for that last night, Kiark. That was dirty. That was mean. You're gonna get me in trouble. In WoD, I think they had some big battleground that I really liked playing. It was like the new Altaric Valley, and so I did a lot of that. Isle of Conquest. Whenever that came out, I did a lot of that. And since then, I've really never put much time into PvP. I didn't do much for Legion. I didn't do Ashran. Or I didn't do Ashran and WoD at all. Didn't do anything for Legion. Nothing for BFA. Nothing for Shadowlands. Nothing for Dragonflight. I just don't play, Hi, Joe. I just don't play PvP in WoW. I got Grand Marshal plus top 1% title for the season, some mounts, and a PvP enchant. The T-Mog weapon appearances. This was my PvP season? Hell yeah. Oh boy, long time. But Yulin is my favorite VR chat streamer. Look, I appreciate that, Kiark. But you can't say that in Buyu's chat when he's streaming VR chat. Maybe you can because you're close enough with him, but I'm like, oh god, you can't just do that. He'll get mad at me. I did so much Ashran. I did a fuck ton of World PvP as well in Legion. I did get one of the mounts in Legion. There was a mount to do like 20 dailies in each of the 4 zones, or 20 world quests in each of the PvP zones of the 4 regions. So do 20 PvP dailies in Stormheim, 20 in High Mountain, 20 in Valshara, and 20 in Asuna. And I did get the first level of that mount. Apparently it was like every 20 they would give you a new mount, so like there was 101 or something. I want to say there's like 3 versions of this mount. I got the first one. That was a very non-PvP thing. I would go there as Blood, and if anybody got in a fight with me, I was like Mythic Raid geared and was just gonna out-tank them. I wasn't killing anybody. But most of the time, they weren't killing me. Guys, I'm so excited. We have Forever Skies today. When do you have trailers next, Elon? You know, I was just thinking about that this morning. I have not updated the trailers list in a while. We might have enough for another trailers day. I don't know. I haven't been seeing too many trailers in my subscription feed. It's kind of like everybody wanted to have their game come out before Christmas. And now there's like a down period. So there's just not much stuff coming out. But I should probably look at the list and plan for a day soon. I mean... go on. Surely they have another trailer for the next month of games. Well, okay, here's the thing, Zooey. If November has 200 games come out. And December has 250 games come out. And then January has 30 games. Yeah, there's 30 games, but like, it's a lot less than the previous months trying to come out before the present season, the season of sales go up because everybody's buying games. There's just a lot less. Like, a lot less. Yeah, but next month has the exciting stuff? Yes. And we've seen a lot of those trailers. The really big stuff that we're all excited for has had trailers going back, like, years. Whereas a lot of stuff that will be like, hey, here's a trailer for a game coming out next week, right? There's not many of those games coming out. There's also, like, not many big ones. I don't know. I want another one so I can better decide what to buy. Oh my god, Zuby, you're so pushy. We'll get to it. We'll get to another trailers day. We're at 4.9 miles also. We'll finish with Stormwind. Stormwind will give us all the distance we need. I need a drink. We're gonna play Forever Skies. I'm not gonna stream it. I don't know if Sheepy is streaming. I would assume she is. But I'm actually unsure. We will probably be streaming 3 hours. We will see. We have, like, all of Sunday available to us. We're starting at 4 p.m. Central. And I always have a hard rule where if one person says, I'm tired and ready to end, we never have the discussion of, no, let's go longer. It is no pressure to make somebody go longer. We end now. We're shooting for 3 hours. There's one person in the group who's like, 3 hours sounds like, a good time, and then we're ready to end. And the other two are like, I usually go 8 hours. But I'm gonna put my foot down and we end when we're ending. What did Cairo stream yesterday? I was already in bed and couldn't check what it was from your ping. Cairo streamed Gauntlet. So you'll like this, Zuvi. With Gauntlet Dark Legacy, we've been going through it with 2 others, Isures and Lofam. And Cairo has been playing the Elf Archer. Lofam has been playing the Valkyrie. Isu has been playing the Wizard. And I've been playing the Dwarf. And Isu and Lofam have dropped from the run. They're done playing Gauntlet. And so it's just the Elf Archer and the Dwarf Hammer guy. And so, when all this was going down, Cairo messaged me on Discord. He's like, Yuland, I think it's just the 2 of us playing Gauntlet tomorrow. And I was like, never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf. What about side by side with a friend? I could do that. And so, I said that to him, kind of just thinking of like, oh, it's just the 2 of us against the hordes. And Cairo sends me, holy shit, it really is the dwarf and the elf. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't even mean to do that. I just accidentally Gimli and Legolas. We played for like 2 hours, 50 minutes yesterday. It was fun. We cut it a little early for 2 reasons. 1, Cairo had a birthday to go to. And 2, we really only have like 1 day left. When we come back next week, we'll have 4 ice levels, or 4 dream levels, the boss of the dream area, and then the final boss, Scorn. Did Cairo say side by side with a friend, or did you? I said it, but it was implied that Cairo would have been saying it. Because in the original thing, it's, never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf. And then Legolas looks at Gimli and he goes, what about fighting side by side with a friend? And Gimli looks back and he goes, I could do that. But, like, I just said all 3 lines myself. The implication is that he would be saying the second line. Zuby, my friend, hug 2B. Ah, ah, ah. It's snowing today. And my dad and I fucked up. So, when I started stream, there was like 1, maybe 2 inches of snow. It has been snowing this whole time. When I finish, there's probably going to be like half a foot of snow. Which is like, oh god. That's all fine if we're staying inside, right? I was walking by a window upstairs and I realized we still had 2 kayaks on the dock down below. And it was like, shit, dude. My parents are about to go to
Well, they're
Europe.
already frozen over.
Well, they're not in the water. They're on the dock.
Oh.
But the problem is that they're going on a trip to Europe for a month. Those should have been brought up to the basement and not be down on the dock. And so I mentioned this to him and was like, should we bring the kayaks up? And he was like, oh, yeah, we probably should. And I was like, we really should have done that before all the snow. And he was like, yeah. Where in Europe? I don't remember. To be honest, Zuby, it's probably not even Europe. It's probably the Caribbean. It's 12 Fahrenheit outside, but feels like 0. Yeah.
Completely 2 different things.
They are, but I don't remember it all, so I've just been saying Europe. One of their previous trips was to Belize. And so that's the place that keeps popping up in my head. I'm like, no. They're not going to Belize. They've already done that trip. I don't know where they're going. I know they're going to be gone for 4 weeks. They aren't going skiing. I'm not sure why you'd want to come here at this time. I don't know, Zuby. I don't really care where they're going. They're not going to be here. Where they go is not important to me. But yeah. Lots of snow outside. I didn't realize how centered on me the snowstorm was. And then I saw that it was Kansas City to St. Louis. I was like, oh, fuck, that's... Okay. Alright. That's fucked up. Why? Explain to me why it's fucked up, Icy Fire. Because that's fucked up? Because you cannot. Having fun with that 1 feet of snow? I will not be. Oh, a sec. You'll appreciate this one, Pixel. I saw a Reddit post from a guy, and he's like, one of the things I do to deter burglars from breaking into my house is when I take my shoes off at the door, I leave them 2 feet apart, so burglars think I'm big as fuck.
Yeah, I saw that.
What?
So this guy, he doesn't put his shoes together when he takes his shoes off. He takes his shoes off at the door, and then he moves one of them like a foot away from the other, or like 2 feet away from the other. So if you see this guy's shoes at the door, and they're like 2 to 3 feet apart, you see that and think, holy shit, this guy's tall as fuck. He's gonna kick my ass. And you don't rob that house.
Just think he's fucking wide as fuck. He's just very wide, you know? He's like wide Putin.
Healan can do all the hand-holding when parents get out? Exactly. Could, but it would be wrong and based on so much misinformation. Supposed to get 6 to 10 of snow here? Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, you got me looking at the weather now. It's like, I should go to the gym. Wait a minute. It's 5 days after the New Year's.
I've actually
It's going
been
to be
seeing.
crowded.
I've actually been seeing that it's not that crowded. That a lot of people are expecting it to be crowded, so no one's going.
Yeah, but I actually looked yesterday. The parking lot was spilling out into the overflow.
Yeah. I see.
But
then.
that's because I needed to take my car to the shop, and the gym's like right there.
Hmm. This was bad. A New Year's video came out, and there was a town where they were gonna have a guy on the announcer be like, it's coming, guys, 10, 9, 8, do the countdown for New Year's, and then set some fireworks off, right? And they missed it. They were like 2 minutes late, and the announcement goes off, and the guy goes, "Yeah, hey everybody, sorry, we just fucking missed it. Happy New Year, woo!" And then the fireworks started going up, and it was just like, bro, you can't fucking do that. Oh my god.
He had one fucking job. Holy shit.
It was just like, it was just the most half-assed apology of just like, this doesn't fucking matter. Happy New Year, everybody. Woo. It was like, dude, you can't. That's fucking insane to me that he did it like that. I need to download Forever Skies. I think Sheepy is gonna stream it.
Downloaded it yet?
I haven't downloaded it yet. I have a pretty fast download speed, so I'm not worried.
Yeah, but it's snowing. What if a line goes down?
What if? If a line goes down, I'm not gonna be able to play.
Oh yeah.
I think Sheepy is gonna stream it.
Hit the second one.
I imagine we can give her our live 2D models for her stream. Logitech will be relegated to PNG, but
What if like no one ends up streaming it and then you have like
if no one ends up streaming it,
And
rip everybody else.
That's that. Yeah.
I would like to share it with everybody. PNG is better anyway. I would like to share with everybody else, but from a stream perspective, I don't want to be in like a Discord call with everybody and like have 10 people watching there and giving input. I want it to be the 4 of us, and maybe some people have input from chat, but the 4 of us.
like it's like one of those scenarios where like you thought that someone wasn't bringing food,
Yeah.
but you didn't bring food, and so nobody bought food. You know?
Worst come to worst, we could maybe convince Senril to stream it. Huh? Senril's like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of setup I gotta do in
No,
such
no,
a
no.
short amount of
Did you-
time.
No.
Did you see the message I put when I bought you?
Yes,
that?
I saw it.
You could use the stage feature? I don't know what the stage feature is. I imagine we're going to be using the knocking feature, where we share our live 2D screens with each other, but you can do a Discord stage. So not everyone is allowed to talk? Oh, okay. If Sheepy doesn't stream it, we might do that. That could be a cool thing to do. We use Discord stages at work a lot. It's like a presentation, you can invite speakers. I'm pretty sure Sheepy is
Discord
gonna
at
stream
work?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll use Discord.
Oh, I mean, it's better than Teams.
Exactly.
It is better than Teams.
5.5. Oh, we got Exodar next. Not Exodar. Azure Mist Isle. I do not remember. I remember that, like, clicking. I don't remember that many birds. Azure Mist has some weird-ass fucking lore, but I do kind of like the zone. Okay. Anchor local. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna move here. World. And then bring that back and close that. 5.5. Thank you, Octomage. You spoil me, and I love you. I don't love you for spoiling me. You could do that, and I would still love you. I caught myself. I almost said, I love you for that, and I was like, wait a minute, that's horrible.
I love you, but only for no, don't go there.
We use Discord stages at work a lot. It's like a presentation. You can invite speakers. People can raise their hands and you can decline them. 200 bits. I tried to fix the sound on that. I tried to give it a one of the other things, and it just was like, nope. And I was like, what the fuck? Where is my mouse? 5.5 miles, and now we rest. Where did my mouse go? Done. I take this. I close that. Is everybody live that I was open with earlier? Yes. Okay. There's somebody I've been meaning to raid for a bit, and I think today will be a good opportunity. There's someone that does odd notifications for like 1, 2, 3, and 404 bits. You got to try to find them. I think I know what the issue is. And I'll be able to fix it. I think what I tried to do was like, this might work or it might not. You guys wait here. I'm gonna go change my clothes. No way you guys can see me up here. Like, you gotta guess different numbers to try and find the memes. So Elite did that for a while. You know, and a lot of them were obvious, right? Like 69 bits had one, 404 bits had one, 420 bits had one. But he had like 16 different notifications hidden across all this stuff. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. What? Bam. I missed a little bit. Where am I? There we go. Okay. This has changed. That's changed. Put down a portal somewhere. I need a comfy boat. That's what I need. Wispu's got a good boat, but I need more boats. Portal. Guessing the different amounts of bits amount for the different alerts. That does sound fun. There is a bit of like, hey, go and find them, right? You know, a little bit of scavenger hunt. I'm not super like down with it being like a money find, right? Like if it was a daily thing that you got for free, I'd totally do that. With it being a money thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But I don't like gamifying you guys spending money. That's something I'm less comfortable with. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I do think there's something wrong with it. It feels a little predatory. It feels a little bit like, you know, I'm giving you this thing, go catch it, go chase it. I would never like call someone out for it. I'd never be like, you gotta fucking change this, you're a bad person. And I would never think someone is like intentionally being malicious. You know, at the end of the day, people gotta be responsible with their money. But it does feel a little, just a little predatory. Not to say ill of your friend at all. I twisted it right at the end. Yeah, I get it. I swear you're walking faster. What it really comes down to, Trog, is how fast did I get through my stretches and what videos did I have. So I go 5 miles, right? But I only end when a video ends. And so today we went 5.5 miles, and that's a short walk. There have been times where I'm at like 4.5 miles. A video ends, and then I get like a 2-hour video, and those will go like 8 hours, right? So you're racing your videos. Kinda. I'm maybe more matching them. It's definitely like you'll hear me groan. When we're at like 4+ miles and a video is going to end before 5, I'm like, oh god. We're literally spinning the wheel. Is it gonna suck? Is it gonna be nice? Please give me a good video. And if we get anything Guild Wars or Final Fantasy, we're fine. We're golden. I don't have a single Guild Wars or Final Fantasy video over an hour. There's like 1 or 2 long BDO videos, but for the most part, those are pretty short as well. With World of Warcraft, some of those are 30 minutes. There's like 1 or 2 that are 10 minutes. There's probably 5 or 6 that are like 2+ hours. Star Wars. Star Wars videos are the death of me. Because the shortest of those is like 50 minutes. And the longest is like 3 hours and 30 minutes. It's genuinely like, oh god, I hate getting Star Wars. I uploaded all of my Star Wars videos. I think I've done 2 Corellias and 2 Bell Salvas. I might be fully uploaded with them. You've made them? Yeah, I know. What I really should have done, Trogdor, was split those in 2. The really, really long Star Wars videos, I should have chopped up into like, here's the Republic walk and here's the Imperial walk. And maybe when I up those someday in the future, you know, some year, or have like better graphics, or they've done a graphics update, and I just want a higher level of quality with those videos, maybe, you know, I record them differently, right? We'll see. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Star Wars videos. There might be like 1 or 2 that I would like to cut up, but that's like a perfectionist thing, and it feels very wasteful time-wise to do that, because it'd be better to just make new videos from other games. This is why I haven't fixed some of my old WoW videos. It's like, I could fix this, or I could just make a new video. And I definitely default to just making new videos. It needs to happen eventually, though. Some of the old WoW videos are dog water. Yes, I made them. I imposed the challenge on myself of, oh, we can only end when a video ends, right? There's definitely some days where I should just be like, man, this fucking sucks. We're at 8 miles. Let's stop walking. Hi, Keo. That is definitely something that I could do, but I don't know. I set these rules. I feel like I gotta stick to them. Ugh. Hi. I technically could look at one more zone for Star Wars. I don't really want to. I have been working on Minecraft videos. The cave videos are going to take longer than I thought they were going to. Heckin' Comf Hours. Kia, when do you join me for one of these Comf Hours? When do you join me for a nap in VR? I want that to happen. Minecraft videos. I don't know if, well, I don't know what happens if I put like an infinite limit on render distance. If that just does something bad or crashes me. When I fix my sleep schedule and wake up a few hours earlier, I mean, you're awake right now. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. If you wanted to join me for a walk, Keo, you're always welcome to. That's just, you know, you see me walking, you join. And I think you and I actually have each other added now. For the nap, I always nap after a walk, right? And there's a few people who, like, you know, I stop walking and they're like, oh boy, it's time to get on to sleep. You technically don't have to nap, because here's how the nap always goes. I either stay up for like 2 to 3 hours just talking to people having fun, or I fall asleep and have a comfy nap. Either way, it's a win-win. You should join Keo for squat day. I'm very hesitant to do that. I'll probably do it at some point to hang out and talk. I don't know if I want to do a lot of squats, because, like, the problem with squats is that it makes it very difficult to walk the next few days. I'd love to do squats. I'd love to do fucking Gigi does 3,000 squats to get a fucking fat ass. But, like, I can't kill my legs for the walk. I mean, you could do your walk while we do the squats. I would not be against that. I am against changing the time of my stuff. And I feel like it'd be rude of me to imply that you two should change the time of your stuff. And so, our main goal is to get people active, and walking is active. Fair. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like 9 a.m. is a very hard set time for me. And your Thigh Thursdays is, I imagine, a fairly set time for everybody. I'm not against, like, you know, I see you both have started, and I just come hang out and talk with you two while you're going. That sounds fun. As for actual exercise, we'll see. Hi, Cairo. Cairo, I joined on Oku last night. And, I was going to go to bed. And he convinced me to do, like, 30 minutes or an hour of zombie survival. I'd forgotten how fun that was. I definitely liked... Shit, what was it? Probability Labs the most. Zombie survival is just a fun time. And then Blackout, and then TTT. Do you guys ever play with roles in TTT? Because I mentioned TTT, and Farisu was like, I used to play TTT every Sunday. We had, like, roles enabled, so, like, there was a hypnotist and stuff. And I'm like, is this the same game? Because I thought we were just playing, like, a weird CSGO thing. This is starting to sound like fucking One Night Ultimate Werewolf. Pyro the Cutie. Good meowing. Ohio, Kiowa, hello, hi. Not in the VRC map? Oh. Okay. Freezy, where the fuck were you playing TTT? Was it on Gmod? Yeah, we were playing it
It
in...
had to have been Gmod.
Okay. We were playing it in VRChat, which... Gmod yet? Yeah, okay. So... Okay. Because I'm sitting here like... I can't imagine them... Hi. I can't imagine them not having, like... stuff like
What
that.
up, nerd? I'm here to bully you.
You're not bullying me, you're bullying Icy Fire. You literally just planted your ass on his face. But also hi. 65 consecutive. Gmod, yeah. Yeah, it was Gmod, yep. VRChat TTT sounds like terrible time and terrorist down, not gonna lie. Well, the group I was playing it with had fun. So, I'm pretty sure, you know, they enjoyed it. I personally didn't like it as much. Like, of the 4 games I played last night, that was the least fun. It kind of just seemed like worse Blackout in like, oh, wait for somebody to throw a grenade and then start blasting, right? Which was like,
Wait, were you playing a game of Blackout, but everyone was passive?
no. Huh? No.
Oh.
Okay. So I played Probability Labs. I played 1 round. That was fun. I really liked that one, and I'm gonna we're gonna be playing that on Friday with Core. I'm taking her there because I don't think she's seen that one, and I think she'd really like that game.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
We then did Blackout, and we had like a max lobby, which I think was 24 people. That was fun. Very rarely did the guests escape due to keys. But most of the time it was, you know, a lot of murders going on. I'd say it was 50-50 between the murderers and the guests winning. And then after like an hour and a half of Blackout, we went to TTT, which I thought was kind of, I don't know, it was probably fine, but like for me personally, I'm just like, I don't want to do this. It was very much like, okay, stand near the detective, but don't stand behind him to make him suspicious of you. Just be around him. And if you see someone throw a grenade, everybody gun him down. And it was just like, okay. There was a lot of waiting and just like, all right, somebody make a move. It was...
There were no core fucking 2 minute and everyone's dead.
Yeah, no like timers like that. It was basically just wait to watch somebody throw a grenade, and then where did it come from? Everybody gun them down.
That sounds lame.
I didn't think it was that cool, but like clearly everyone in the lobby was having fun, so I didn't want to be like, this sucks, let's get to the next game.
It really depends on the chemistry of the people you're playing with. Like, when I used to play TTT, there's a lot of shit posters there, and that's what made it a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I imagine for the people there, it's very like so okay. I can tell you, at one point, there was a guy named Ginjo there, and he was the detective. And he didn't care about winning. What he did was find his friend Maro and was like, this is the person we must protect. We must protect this queen. Stay away from her. I will gun anybody down that gets near Maro. And Maro's like, Ginjo, I'm literally a traitor. And Ginjo's like, I don't fucking care. And like somebody gets close and they're innocent and they just like gun him down. And shit like that was funny. But like, I'm sitting there trying to learn the game, so I'm not thinking of doing stuff like that. The funniest thing I did was like I was a trader, and I was like, Cairo, how do I use a grenade? I accidentally took one out. Can I put it back? And he's like, oh, I don't know if you can put it back. And I was like, oh, and then I just use it and like throw it at his feet. And he was like, oh, you motherfucker. And then like me and another murderer gunned him down. That was like the funnest thing I did in TTT. But like the rest of it, I was just like, I don't know what the meta is. I don't know what like I'm looking to do. I don't think it's bad. I just think it was like my first experience. I was like, I wouldn't do this again. We did Trash Compactor
I
after.
see.
Trash Compactor I am unfamiliar with. It was worse than published.
Trash Compactor is pretty good.
The detective would have a line for the traitor detector scan. Congrats on meta screwing the fun out of the game. Yeah. Thank you for having such cute emotes. Taxes. Hi, Noodles.
Make sure to use the Steppies one a lot.
Oh, God. Well, not mine. Those are. They were thinking Cairo for that. Cairo.
Oh, Cairo, get a Steppies emote.
No, you don't need a Steppies emote. For holidays. Oh, I have a lot of DMs.
I did see a tiny person.
There's 6 holidays. George Washington Carver Day. International Jewish Book Day. National Bird Day. Oh, well, National Bird Day for Core. National Keto Day. National Screenwriters Day. National Whipped Cream Day.
Oh no, they're here. Everybody run.
I think whipped cream's the most fun one. Keo.
I think it was National Spaghetti Day yesterday.
I can check. It was National Spaghetti Day, and also Fruitcake Toss Day.
Yeah, one of my groups did an announcement just like, also Happy National Spaghetti Day.
We have somebody in the community that really likes hypnotism, and so they showed up like, it's fucking hypnotism day. Hi, Cairo.
Hello.
Oh, Cairo. I was like, I thought you would have said that.
Pog Peanut Butter Day. No, it is not Pog Peanut Butter Day. It is George Washington Carver Day. He had more things than just peanut butter. I paid taxes.
Okay.
Hell yeah. No bodies to scan here. Drags away. I woke up just in
Yeah, I
time
love
to
it.
see Yulin Yap. Did someone
I'm
say
sure
peanut butter?
because
Hmm?
that TTT map's in beta, so I'm assuming he's gonna add a lot more.
Okay.
That is like the bare bones of what TTT is. Normally, there's a lot of like the variety comes from like the items the detectives and the traders can buy,
Mm-hmm.
and they're usually silly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just the dumb shit that people do when they're playing that game too. That's that's sort of a make
when
your
it's
own
bare
fun.
bones.
Mm-hmm.
When it's bare bones, there's not a lot of opportunity for like bants and joking, and like you mentioned the one, but
Cairo
because that's what that group is. It's a big emphasis on
not being
the
sweaty
skits and little bits
Mhm.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cairo.
that's why we play. We don't
my-
play
We'll talk about
Prison
this
Escape
later.
anymore.
Fuck my gleep shit life.
'Cause-
No, that's what I heard as I was
Oh,
falling
yeah, that was
down.
good. That was good.
I love peanut
Um,
butter. I fucking love peanut butter too, Noodles, but I don't want the calories of it. I'll toss your fruitcake.
Because
Yeah.
have you played Prison Escape?
No, I think I've watched Sean play it a bit.
It's
I have
that
played
game
too
is
much
very-
of that.
People are super sweaty in that, and the way that group works is if someone was like a little, if they weren't talking to anybody, and they were just sweating and playing the game, we would kick them from the lobby. Because like we're there for the bands and the hangout with friends at the end of the day, and that's kind of what we do. Is like we do two things as the night goes on. we increased the lobby size. Because
Okay,
the
I
reason we
gotta go.
moved from Blackout to TTT is because there were like 9 people in queue trying to get in the game.
Yeah.
Nightfall.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. But also, we kind of moved towards games that facilitate people just kind of hanging out and talking, and they're less about the games.
Yeah.
Because people kind of just want to hang out and talk. Which Trash Compactor, if you stay for that,
Mhm.
that's like a you kind of stand around and talk game, and then sometimes you do stuff.
Mhm.
That one's a really good one.
There was a moment
Well, I was gonna say
I couldn't see the portal.
it's like a Halo 3 minigame.
I couldn't see
Oh.
the portal to TTT, and you invited me, so I
Yeah, they didn't unlock it.
Mm-hmm. But
I told them.
what was funny to me is right as soon as the lobby started, clearing up because people are going through the portal and whatnot, like 2 people showed in, and one of them was like, "I'm finally in! Damn it!" As he realized it was like Blackout has ended. I got to see that beautiful moment happen.
Yeah.
My favorite moments in TTT come from a server I used to play on. It was purely high-rise type maps. And one of the trader weapons was a banana with that ragdolls you. Probably guess what shenanigans were had? Yeah. So
Oh, the Visto Bobs were good there too.
I was mentioning it, and Farisu was like, I used to play TTT every Sunday. It's really fun, and I'd always try to get the hypnotist role. And I'm like, hypnotist role? What? This was a different TTT. This was like CS:GO, just shooty each other. And
Yeah.
I was very confused for a moment because it sounded like we were just talking about 2 completely different TTTs, but it sounds like the VR chat one's just, like you said, bare bones in beta.
Well, the one Freeze was talking about, I've never even fucking played that one, and I have like 500 hours in Gmod. And then that's all I did was play TTT.
Okay.
So they're
Kinky
playing some weird
TTT.
off the cuff shit.
Okay. Hi, Sappy.
No, a lot of the variety in TTT came from the goofy items you can find, and then the map variety. It's like people would put like rips from games and stuff like that. Like you'd be fucking doing that, but you're in the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time or something like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Look at these nerds.
Which VR chat is already built off of.
More bare bones than a skeleton
Yeah,
army
so
knocked
I'm
forward.
assuming I'll add it. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm assuming I'll add it. But right now, there's just not a lot of variety.
I only played Gmod for TTT, honestly. I played Gmod for Star Wars Clone Wars RP. I never played Gmod. If I did, it would have been for Prop Hunt. Hi, Amino.
Oh yeah, Prop Hunt too.
Welcome,
Prop Hunt's fun.
welcome.
There's a Prop Hunt map in VR chat, but it's not great. It's very.
Hello, Yulin Kairo's
Well,
boobas.
there's several.
You need to say hello to Cairo and not just their
The big one.
boobas. That one deathmatch map from GoldenEye. Amino said, hi, Yuland and Cairo's boobas. But you're more than boobs, Cairo.
I am.
You're more than that. You got a great ass, too.
Okay.
Checks video. Yeah, you should see Tara's face. Sometimes though.
What did the bird send me?
Oh, she's awake?
Well, her responding
Bird's
to
awake,
a meme I
okay.
sent her does not necessarily mean she's awake.
Oh,
Oh.
you're right. You're right.
I-
She sleep
Right.
responds.
I sent her a picture, and it's Donald Trump and a few other people, and they're standing so awkwardly. It's like they've never stood still in their life. And there's a picture of this that says first day of standing lessons, and I just sent this to her and I'm giggling, and she just responded with what? But this picture is funny to me. Risu sent me her weird honey stick thing. No, Probability Labs was probably my favorite game.
Probability Labs is solid.
I'm gonna bring
And we didn't get to play it a lot.
I'm gonna bring Core
Oh.
there Friday. Um,
Oh, okay.
and I think that'll be a good size because one, it's not gonna be like
48.
30 people trying to get into a lobby that's limited to 14, right? Or
Yeah.
is that limited to 16?
Mm-hmm.
It was 14 probability labs.
How is it limited to 14 when a perfect square would be 16? That actually upsets me.
I don't fucking know, dude.
It should be 4x4. What are they doing?
I don't fucking know. Don't ask me.
That's so wrong. They're wrong for that.
Foreseen.
I hate that they made a
All
grid
these
4x3.
squares make a circle.
Oh my god.
All these squares make a circle.
We will bring Core to Probability Labs. I don't think she's played it before. I'm hoping it's just a Friday where it's like we got like 8 or 10 people because that sounds perfect for Probability Labs.
And then watch 20 show up.
And then you should do Trash Compactor as well. Trash Compactor it's like based off of an old Halo 3 minigame basically.
Yeah, Halo
imagine,
3.
Imagine everyone's like on platforms, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have like beams holding them up, and one person just has one person's up in a tower with a giant gun that just shoots random objects at the thing, and their goal is to knock over everything, and everyone's standing on this shit, and basically they just need to not get knocked off the platforms.
Mm.
And so it's very
like...
much nice because it facilitates people hanging out and talking, and then they go, oh my god, we're falling, oh my god, and they're running around trying to get to another platform.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like an improved thermal
Is it
treatment.
trash?
Mm.
I'll say, is it Trash Compactor? Because that sounds more like Jenga Tower from Halo 3.
Well, it would have been Jenga Tower in Halo
Rather than
3, and
the
it's just
Trash
called
Compactor.
Trash Compactor in VR chat.
Yeah.
I love that toothpaste
Maybe.
flavored gremlin. Also, I'm like Kyra, I play Gmod for TTT only. I miss Jenga in Halo 3. Remember when I told you it was like Halo Nights with the femboys, Ewan? I do remember that.
All fun thing.
Yeah, we can look at it.
All fun thing.
Admittedly, I'm just going to play Probability Labs the whole night on Friday, but we'll see. Did
All
I...
fun and games that someone recreates.
There's
Speed
also a
Halo in
store
VR chat.
in Probability Labs that you can use to like enhance your jump and stuff for the next round, but you didn't get to see that.
Hmm.
You get like points if the further you make it.
I felt like I was cheating. There was a cage on the underside of one of the platforms, and I got knocked off like twice. But because there was water quicksand, I was slow falling, and so I was able to like get onto the edge of the outside of this cage, and then it would port me back up. And I was like,
That's funny.
this doesn't seem right. This definitely feels like I'm cheating, but it's my first time, so I don't know if this is okay. And then somebody just torched me with a flamethrower. I was like, okay, well, I didn't win, so if I'd won with cheating, people might have been upset. I always thought Trash Compactor was based off the Counter-Strike Source minigame. Head pat. I went through all of my notes except for the Chop Suey one I learned recently. So the song Chop Suey by System of a Down. Apparently their original title for that was Suicide. But then their label was like, you cannot name a song Suicide. And they wanted to like name it that, but they were very much like, you gotta pick your battles, we can't fight on everything. So they named it Chop Suey. And apparently the lore for this is they have chopped suicide in half. So it's Suey and side, and they chopped it in half, Chop Suey. That's why the song is called that. It's literally just a reference to itself, its old name being Suicide.
I say.
It's I learned this because one of my guilty pleasures is watching people's first reaction to like System of a Down and whatnot. In particular, there's a lot of YouTube react channels of black guys and people that like rap that have never listened to rock in their life, and they start with Chop Suey. And they're like, oh my god, I love this. And it's like, this is really funny to me. That's why Serge Tankian literally said, we're ruling out suicide. The only cheating was using flying avatars? Oh, my way to bonk you, in my opinion. System of a Down muted. You don't like System of a Down? I don't think they're like the
Yeah, a lot
greatest
of people
band ever,
don't.
but I like them.
But I think it's just overexposure that causes people to hate it.
Which singer, Farisu? Because the main singer, I'm like, how? This guy just sounds good. The other singer, I can see... I think he's also really, really good, but I can see people not liking it as much. Hey, Yulin, you smell? What the heck? What did I even do?
Smell this.
Oh my god. Unfriended, blocked, reported. After
I just think it's funny when someone who was doing it the other day, and then like the chat people were posting sniffa. Or I think it was Proxy posting his little sniff emoji.
Yeah. A game of gay chicken with Cairo? I might lose for once. Probably me. After TTT, it was like midnight. And I joined on... No, it was like 11 or something. I joined on Oku. And they were in like a big 80-person B club and hung out there for a while. But then it was like, do you know anybody here? No, I don't know a single person here. Red came by. Do you know Red? They were in the TTT and Blackout world. I'm gonna take that as a no. They came by, but at one point I was like, yeah, I don't know anybody but you, Oku, here. And he was like, oh, well, I don't know anyone here but you. I wasn't gonna stay long, so yeah, let's go somewhere else. We went to Luminous Hotel. A few people joined on Oku, and they were all getting ready for their game night, and they started with Zombie Survival. And I'm sitting there, Cairo, like, okay, you guys go have fun. I'm gonna go to bed. And they peer pressured my ass to go play Zombie Survival for a round. Which is fun. I do like Zombie Survival. I hadn't played it in a long time.
I think they changed a few things since when we played it as a group.
So the one I played...
You had persistence?
I don't know if that is one that needs persistence. The one I played was definitely a different layout. It was Zombie Survival. It looks like it's just the default name.
It's just the one that's like COD Zombies, isn't it?
I never played COD, so I don't know.
It's like you repair the windows, you buy the guns.
Yes.
Roll the box to get the guns. Yeah, it's that one. That one's solid. It kind of falls off towards the end game because it's not really an end game for that one.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have like the
Hi,
progression
Cutie.
that COD Zombies has, but it's solid. It's a solid foundation. I wish they just updated it more.
Well, so the one I did a year ago was like in a city. It was like in a town. And the one I did yesterday was like a snowy location with a big hill and an open area in the middle.
Oh, so they must have updated it.
Yeah.
That's the Dolage.
Because basically the progression in like COD Zombies traditionally is right. You roll that box until you get a really good gun, and then there's a machine that allows you to upgrade your gun, and that's like the progression of you're playing fucking gotcha mid, trying to survive to get like a really good gun to upgrade.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the same.
The first time I played it, there was only like 4 or 5 of us. So I remember ammo being like a massive issue. And the first time I played it, I just upgraded your main pistol. Like the infinite ammo pistol. I was like, if I'm going to run out of ammo, I'm just going to use the infinite ammo gun. It might suck, but I'm not going to run out of ammo and be like, I need to find someone's gun. I need to find my old pistol. But we had like a lobby of like 15 people. And so there were so many zombies getting spawned that we were getting so many like full ammo drops. It was like, oh, I fully upgraded this thing and this was a waste. I could be using like a shotgun and never run out of ammo with how many ammo drops we got. And so eventually I also had a shotgun and upgraded that. But we got to a stage where there was like 4 or 5 of these giant fucking dudes that if they get on you, you're dead.
So you
You
can't
don't get
upgrade
away from
everything.
them.
That's cool. It sounds like they updated it to be more like
Well-
actual COD Zombies. It sounds like what I wanted, so I want to play that now.
I know you could update it when we first played it a year ago, but it was limited. You could only upgrade each gun like twice. They also had you could upgrade yourself, so there's like vending machines around, and like
Yeah.
you know, this one you buy this and it'll give you 20% movement speed. And so I don't know if there's any like you can only upgrade each stat once, or you can only get 4 upgrades total. I didn't seem to fully understand this because I upgraded speed, I upgraded health, I upgraded my gun twice, and then it was like you can't upgrade anything else. And I was like, why is this vending machine that I've never talked to before and it seems different than any vending machine I've talked to not upgrading me? And so I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if there's like I don't know fully understand the rule set of the upgrading, but yes, you can upgrade your guns. I know you can upgrade each gun at least twice. I thought it was 4 times, but I can confirm 2 times. They had a deagle, they had a machine gun, they had a shotgun, they had a chainsaw, they had a sniper rifle. They had a bazooka. You can kill yourself with the explosive ones. The actual game, I definitely like more than Blackout and TTT. I don't know. I'm just a wimp and like co-op stuff more than like competing against each other stuff. I don't want to get in the 1v1 in Micaiah and kill him the moment I see the whites, and die the moment I see the whites of his eyes. Hi, Koyo. 1v1 me Namek. 1v1 me Namek? What are you saying there? Are you saying 1v1 me on Namek? Are you saying 1v1 me Namekian? What is the full phrase there? Sniffa, do not pressure the
1v1
youth
5
impulse.
minutes on Namek.
Okay. Boop Kairos snooze real quick. His snooze? You don't need to do that. He'll fall asleep on his own. Yumi honey hug. Love. Like a true demo man. Yeah, 1v1 me on a planet Namek. Of the Namekians. Cyberman versus Cyberman naked. Koyo.
Hi, North Prince.
This is so sudden. I've been waiting for this for 6 years. And I go where? Koyo, can I tell that story of the, hey, is this real? I can't tell. Can I tell that story? Yes, you can. Okay. So I am a massive flirt with fucking everybody, right? And I watched Koyo before I started flirting. But then when I started really opening up to that, I started flirting a shit ton in his chat. And it became a running gag to like be the femboy that is always flirting with Koyo, that's the mistress that, you know, these girls, you know, they start hanging out around stream. They get along with Koyo. People start shipping Koyo and this girl. And like, I'm the one that he didn't choose, but I've got these piping hot comebacks of like, don't worry, when you're gone, I'll still be here. And it was just like this, oh my god, running gag of stuff like that. And at one point, the Aiko harem was very real. At one point, Koyo messages me. He's like, look, I'm scared of your response. I just gotta know, are you like actually into me? And I was like, I mean, I think you're a great person, but like, I don't think you're gay, so no. And he was like, no, I'm not gay. And I was like, yeah, then no. It's all for stream. It's all content. He's like, oh, thank God. I was like stressing out, like, does he really like me? And I'm gonna like say no and he's gonna leave. And it was just like, no, dude, it's for content. I love you. But like, yeah, no, I totally respect the not gay thing. There's absolutely no spaghetti straight until it's wet scenario going on. Koyo, I'm gonna play a game today that you'd probably really like. It's Forever Skies. Wow, good times, really? I just have this, like, wholesome story between us, and you're gonna hit me with the good times before Yulin was... Anytime Koyo says good times, I go, really good times back when I was here. You were literally there. Teehee. I'm gonna be playing a game today, Koyo. It's called Forever Skies. I am told it is literally just raft, but instead of a raft on the ocean, it is a zeppelin in the air on a poison gas planet. And so I'm gonna be playing that today. That sounds like something you'd fucking like. Because I imagine you like draft. What the fuck? That sounds dope. Yeah. I'm gonna be playing it today with Senral, the blue-haired one here. Logitech in chat, and then my chat's over there. And then my other friend who isn't here, One Blue Sheep. I think Sheep is going to stream it today. And so if you want like a quick look of like the first 30 minutes to an hour, it'll be at 5 p.m. your time. It sounds fucking dope. It is kind of like you can't make cute characters like you can in Raft. You've got the Lethal Company suit going on because it's, you know, poison gas planet. And so everybody's wrapped up in a hazmat suit. But it's like, yeah, it's like you start with this dinky little Zeppelin that you have to like collect stuff and upgrade. I already miss Gauntlet. We still have one more week of Gauntlet. We will finish off Gauntlet next Saturday. Wrapped? Yeah, they're bundled up. They're wrapped. They've got the hazmat trash bag suit on them. And then
I would say, but then your Saturdays will be free again. But Gauntlet is sort of a coin toss to whether you actually do play it that day.
No. We'll be playing.
Not anymore.
We are in the era of Gauntlet where it happens no matter who doesn't show up. We don't need that fucking flaky ass wizard that's gonna be, a wizard shows up neither late nor early, exactly when he's supposed to. We don't need our fucking swordsman who's greedy and gonna take all the gold and spotlight for himself. We have Legolas and we have Gimli, and that's all this fucking game needs, damn it. That's all. If that's all that's there, that's all we got, and that's all we need.
I think one of you did make the joke. I never thought I'd be fighting alongside a dwarf.
Yes,
Friend.
Made it the whole ass stream title.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I love that.
Well, no, I told Yulin fucking made that joke, and I'm like, we literally are an elf and a dwarf. You realize that, right? And they're like, oh my god, I didn't even realize.
I love the joke I just made that I'm like, we don't need this flaky ass wizard. People are like, ooh, should you really be talking about Isu like that? We don't need this wizard showing up. Water could arrive when I never late nor early. And it's like, oh, he's talking about Gandalf. We don't need this swordsman taking all the spotlight. And it's like, wait, that fits Aragorn and Lofam. That's fine. I already missed Gauntlet Wrapped. We're like, trash. I can't believe Lofam was so cheap to steal the loot. Yeah. I love the
Next
racist...
week we'll finish.
We'll finish the first part of the game. Then we've got the whole second half.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. With your weird, stupid gaslight. You're like some fucking kid. You're like some kid in like 3rd grade that's like, you don't play the secret level. You have to do it like this. My older brother showed me. Shut the fuck up, Yulin.
Because Lofam genuinely believes that's like there's a second half of the game. Like he was like,
yeah, well, guess what? He's not good.
That's Ghosts and Goblins.
See it.
What if we get there and there is? There's not. There's not. But like,
there's not.
Good lord. I'm like, what if we look it up? And I'm like, we've been looking it up. It's not fucking there. Why does he believe there's a second half? Can't believe Lofam was so cheap to steal the loot. I love this racist dwarf and elf combo. Looks pretty cool, but check the Steam page. Just check the Steam page. Omega Little Cairo doesn't know. Did you check under the truck for the Mew? The Mew? What? Oh, yeah, that. Dude, I went looking for that for fucking hours back as like a 7-year-old kid. And I was like, I can't fucking get it to happen, man. I went over all of my notes. There was the town that missed their New Year's countdown until like they're 5 minutes late. Hey, sorry everybody, we missed the countdown. Happy New Year, woo! And then set the fireworks off. We talked about Gauntlet, Forever Skies in 3.5 hours. Played VR Chat, Blackout, Trouble in Terrorist Town, Probability Labs, and Zombie Survival. Talked about Chop Suey just now. We talked about the meme I saw. Hi, Micaiah. We talked about Micaiah, that round of Blackout where everyone's like, it's Micaiah, I know it's Micaiah. And like, I'm just like, with a knife, just like, oh God, I'm gonna have to stab Micaiah. And I'm not gonna win this. At one point I hear, Micaiah, what are you doing with... Like, I just heard that and I hear it cut out. And then it turns nighttime. And I'm just looking at the kitchen. I'm literally holding this knife in front of me, shaking, just like, oh God, this is it. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw the knife at him. I'm gonna do the throw and I'm gonna get him. And I see the fucking tiger footy pajamas. I see the whites of your eyes. I don't even see your hands move. And then it's just, you die. And I was like, what the fuck happened? I was not ready for the 1v1 and I did not win it. I saw a meme today. I mentioned it earlier, but
that's what...
oh,
go ahead.
This guy, he was like, one thing I do to protect myself against burglars is I take my shoes off at the door and then I move them 3 feet apart. That way, if somebody breaks in, they're gonna think I'm a tall-ass motherfucker and big as fuck, and they won't want to rob me. It's just so stupid. And then snowing. There was like 2 inches of snow when I started. There's gonna be more snow, and I have to move kayaks outside.
The storm.
Cairo. I was getting ready for this morning. It's like 8:30. I'm getting my burrito, and I look out the window, and there's 2 kayaks down on the dock. And it's like just snow is coming down. Like, my parents are going on a trip in 2 days for a month. Those should have come inside. I'm gonna have to fucking go out in the snow and move those with Dad later today. Fuck, we should have done that before the snow. What were you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say, that's why we put on that thing where you do double damage with thrown weapons, because it allows for, like, the most MLG moments and also the biggest fucking fails. It was last week, our friend Fox that was in there, he was the murderer, and I was just innocently, I didn't even realize, and he tried to throw his weapon at me 3 times in the middle of the night, and I didn't see it, and he just comes to me, he's like, just kill me, I don't deserve it anymore, just kill me. I'm like, why? What did you do? He's like, I'm the murderer. I tried to throw my weapon at you 3 times and missed all 3 times. I can't do this.
That's funny.
Well, okay, just gotta wait for the lights to turn out first.
Back in my day.
No, that's when the lights are out. He was like throwing it at me. He threw it.
Oh.
And, like, he's like, because he's like, do you see the axe over there in the corner? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I tried to throw that at you 3 times and I missed.
There was one round where I'm the detective, and I'm like, oh shit, a big roll, and I'm still fucking learning. This is gonna be awful. And I'm like, all right, I get a gun, right? I gotta get this gun. I look around in the room, like, oh, I don't see it here, and I'm like running around, like, hi, honey. I'm running around, like, fuck, was I supposed to get a gun somehow? And I fucked this up. Oh no, like, I didn't know you had to wait till the first nighttime to get a gun. And so I go into the study, and it's Micaiah and Kyra with me. And I grab this little pipe, and I'm like, this is the study. I remember in Murder, that's where you get the gun, right? Or do I turn this pipe into the gun? I'm fucking lost. I'm just gonna fucking lose. And I see my health go 100. And, like, I look up, and Micaiah is hitting me. And Cairo is stabbing me. And I hear, Micaiah, you can't hurt him with that. Micaiah, that doesn't do any. And then I just died, and I was just like, those fuckers were both murderers, and I didn't have a fucking chance at this. God damn it. Barely Micaiah had grabbed, like, the
Senator,
mop.
You played Blackout, right?
He had the mop and was, like, hitting me with That's just funny.
There's a mop that's, like, used to, like, clean up blood stains from murdered people. And Micaiah was using the non-weapon to try and kill Yulin. So I killed someone else in the room, and I was like, I'll kill this person. Micaiah will kill Yulin. Easy peasy. And then I see them bonking Yulin with the thing that doesn't do any damage, just in the back of the head over and over and over again. Like it's magically gonna start working. It's just like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Hayato. I died to Micaiah that doesn't do any damage. Micaiah, you need to. And then it was just like, you died. And I was like, man, there was one time where I was the murderer and somebody died and Kyra was like, pick up their sword. I'm like, okay, I got the sword. And I'm like, just standing next to him, like, give me nighttime right now so I can kill Kyra. And he's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, so that's a good weapon. I was like, what makes a good weapon? He's like, well, you want length because those have a bigger hitbox. You want sharp so you can throw it. I'm like, Is there anything else? And I'm just trying to keep him. And then it's like, nighttime starts. And I look right, and Kyra just fucking sprints away from me and locks the door behind him. And I'm like, no, come on. And the door locks. I was like, damn it. I would have
some good instincts.
Hi, Max. I'm a stabby
I couldn't
little
find
fella.
the cookie.
I couldn't find 3 of the cookies. Back in my day, we didn't have the internet to look up that trolling shit. Yeah, just check Seafoam Islands on a Tuesday at 6:55 p.m. while holding the Game Boy upside down for Pikachu. What's so funny about that, Sen, is hold the Game Boy upside down is an actual thing in Sun and Moon.
Yeah, well, starting in Gen 6 to evolve Inkay.
Yep. Hi, unknown, and unknown where? Wow, I'm a savvy little fella. He's scrolling through booth while prepping lunch. It was so damn cold last night, wondering if we'll be seeing snow down here. It was cold this morning, but, my dad woke up fairly early, so he got the heating running before I woke up. Just make sure you're not in your shorts when you do it. Yeah. Just a little stupid at 12, so that's okay. People are fucking cute when they're a little dumb.
I looked at the weather maps. I see what's going on now, and Louisiana and Mississippi are getting tornadoes today on top of all that.
Jeez. Etwal says, wave, Eto blah, on my way to Bonk Elin. Hello. How's the amazing Elin doing? I hope the walkies went well. The walkies went good. We had a nice short 5.5. Can't complain about that. I did a lot of VR chat yesterday, because we did our walk and nap yesterday. And then we did Gauntlet. And then I got on Saturday night for a bunch of games. And so... yesterday was a lot of fun. I want to get on more for Saturdays like that. I want to do stuff on Saturdays like that. Friday, I'd always wanted to do it on Fridays because that seems like the bigger game day for people, the bigger socializing day. But because that's when Core does her stuff, it's like it's hard to do 4 hours of world hopping and then go also do game stuff. Because like if I wanted to play with Kairo's group, I'm not getting in line. I have missed the line to join them. Unless they're at the point where it's like, we're doing the super open late stuff where it's like, there's no lobby limit. Which, it sounds like they do sometimes. I'm also just fucking tired at that point, right? After running around for 4 hours, I'm like ready to lay down and just close my eyes. Saturday it seems a lot easier for that. And so... I'm very happy with how yesterday went. Shake, good to know, clap. No, I had a lot of fun yesterday. I'm gonna have a lot of fun today, because today we're gonna play fucking Forever Skies. I don't know how long that's gonna go. At least 3 hours. There's a good chance at the end of 3 hours, someone goes, alright, I'm ready to put this down. See you guys next week. There's also a good chance they're like, I'm just having fun. Let's keep fucking going. We will see. I really should have asked One Blue Sheep if she's streaming it before today. I did not think about that.
But we could ask right now.
You can if you did that. It'd be greatly appreciated. And then
What up?
tomorrow my Hat in Time alarm will go off and I will snooze it and we will not play Hat in Time and I'm not gonna
Cheers.
cry this time.
What are you on about? Why are you still bringing up Hat in Time? It's been like 2 months.
It has not been 2 months. I disabled the
can't get
alarm
over it.
yesterday. I did disable the alarm yesterday. Welcome back. My Mondays are
Bad
open for a
breakup,
bit.
you know.
Breakup. Tuesday and Wednesday will be Core Keeper. I am also very excited for that one. I have done Core Keeper before. I played that with Koyo. I think they've added new content since it. Well, they've definitely had. They've had their whole 1.0 release. And so I'm kind of like getting back into the swing of having a lot of stuff planned in a busy week, which I'm very happy about that because while my video production slows the fuck down, it's kind of nice just having playthroughs going like that. My schedule is going to be Monday open, Tuesday, Wednesday Core Keeper, Thursday open, Friday VR chat, Saturday Gauntlet's about to end, and then Saturday more VR chat, but that's not a stream thing. For a stream thing, that's like 4 days of the week with stuff to do. And then after a month, WoW raids are coming back. And I'll be raiding in that again. But yeah, that's the plans. Holy shit, it's 12:50? Okay. I did not realize it was that late.
Yeah.
I've fucking been yapping a
yapping.
while. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna nap. I'm gonna see if I have to do the fucking kayak before I nap. I hope I can do it after. Oh, but the more I wait, the more snow there's gonna be. Shit!
Yeah, better get on that right now.
I'm gonna go find a
The
room.
roads aren't still iced for you.
How do you guys like Yakuza 0? Big Deck is playing Yakuza 0 for his first time, and he is a completionist gamer, so he's doing everything. Last I saw, he was fucking fishing. And so we're going there. Big Deck is really cool. They're really nice. Anchor behavior. Look at me. Auto pitch. I like this. World. Okay. Walking our way over. Thanks for stream. Going to take a long time. The Forever Skies, or what's gonna take a long time? Logitech stole it again. Oh, hi, Carface. /raid Big Deck TV. I'm so sad that he has to have TV in his name. LOL, what snow? You'll see it in 6 months, right? Australia, well, you're probably not high enough north to see snow. Thank you so much for the stream, amazing Ewan. Hope you have a great and comfy nap. Thank you. It's gonna take a long time. Miss Euland, walking our way over. Don't worry, Kiwi. I see you in chat in Big Deck stream. That's where we're going. Adios, walking our way over. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5.5 miles. I had fun ranting about the games we played yesterday. Forever Skies today. I know I've mentioned it like 5 times in the last 15 minutes, but I'm really excited for it. And it sounds like she is going to stream it. So, I love you. Bye. Mwah.